Fade in.
Fade in is right. We haven't used fade in a couple of weeks, but we had to use one this week because we're talking a little bit of Star Wars, because Lucasfilm continues to be a disaster. People continue to come after people who work at Lucasfilm simply for expressing an opinion that might be a little bit different than the woke echo chamber. Got a lot of things to talk about today regarding Disney, because we're going to be talking about Loki as well, because the MCU continues to go down this path after being built up into this massive mega franchise. They're going to do everything they can to tear it down, one shitty Disney Plus show and one bit of representation at a time, because that's what their goal is right now. Fuck the story. Fuck any of these characters you care about. Let's tear down the character you love in favor of diversity, representation, and inclusion, because that's just what Hollywood is now. That's what the entertainment industry is, unfortunately. But we're going to say hi to the chat a little bit first as I pull up my page. I got to actually see the chat in order to do that, I suppose. Is everyone having a good Sunday? Is everyone having a good Sunday? That's my question, because I'm doing good. I've had a long couple weeks. I'm sure you guys have noticed it a little bit lax on the content, but we're ready to rock and roll. And I think the channel is going to start to pick up and take off again, which is a great thing. Kinel's missing Y chromosome for $5 before the stream started. It's times like this where I'm glad I'm a detached, sentient Y chromosome. Thank you, Kinel's missing Y chromosome. I appreciate that. Alex McCarthy with the super sticker with a 100. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. We got Cal G in the Streamlabs. Cal G in the Streamlabs says there's too much stupid in the world and not a lot of time to laugh at it. Regardless, keep giving them that raging Ryan heat, bruh. I will, my friend. Thank you, Cal G. Always supporting. I see people saying hi to a celebrity in the chat. Hold on. I got to find him. There he is. There's the celebrity. Drunk 3PO. Everybody, if you got a drink on you, you got to toast. We got to take a drink to Drunk 3PO, my friend. My brother. How you doing, Jay? I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what Jay's got going on. I'll probably send a link out a little bit later, so you might see him. If you stick around long enough, you just might see him, which that's really why everyone's here. Everyone really just tunes into this channel on the off chance that Drunk 3PO makes an appearance. Let's take a look. I see Stieg Kenobi in the chat. Stieg has been... There's been so many stories, and I haven't had a lot of time to cover them this week, so I got some catching up to do. There's a lot of EU news out there, which it kind of depends on your perspective about it, how you feel about the expanded universe and with Disney and relaunching this Essential Legends collection. I think there's some really great parts about it, and I think there's some really fucking shitty parts about it too. So I might get to that a little bit this stream. I hope we do. But, you know, we always get distracted. We always, you never know what's going to happen. I see Amber. What's up, Amber? Good to see you. Mexican Iron Man in the chat. Michael Jolin. Hello, Mr. Carano. I believe that's for Jay, if I had to guess. I don't think that's for me. Let's see. I don't understand why people are saying Loki is representation. Loki's a god. He's not a human being. Why do they think he's representing when he isn't representing a human being? We'll talk all about that. How these people are continuing to insert themselves into these shows that they're supposed to be running. I see 6581 Punk. I see Benzo, my mod Benzo in the chat. I see Dermot talking about he loves Kelly, Jedi Bunny. Is Kelly in the chat? I hope so. That'd be cool. What's up, Kelly, if you're here? It's hot as fuck up here in Calgary since it's a heat wave this week. It's a lot of people are getting heat wave. I'm okay in California. In California, where I'm at in California, at least it's not super hot, but I don't know. So what's the ship's new name? The McLevin 1? That might be the first thing we talk about since it is the most recent news. I made a video about it this morning. I know Jay made a video about it this morning as well. I saw the news last night, and I knew when I woke up that's what I had to make a video on. We got a couple other super chats though. We see Mexican Iron Man for $14. says, well, $14.99. My apologies. Didn't want to short you that 99 cents. Sending this super chat from my phone, but watching the show on an 84-inch HD TV with 1,500 watts, 6.1 surround. Holy crap. Poop emoji. Feeling the rage like an AMC theater. Hail. Let it rip. That sounds awesome, Mexican Iron Man. I take it you got a new home theater set up. That is fantastic. I would love to do that someday, but probably not at any time in the near future, if I had to guess. But good to see you, my brother. Mike Hill for $10. Why wait all of these years and change the name of Boba's ship now? Yes, Mike Hill. And, you know, changing the name, we'll see what happens in canon. We'll see what happens in the show. But for sure on merchandising, they are completely removing the name Slave One from everything. And the way it's phrased, you got to ask yourself this question. If Disney is hell-bent on removing Slave One from all of its merchandise because of that word, because of the word slave, then why would they leave it in canon? Why would they leave that as the name of his ship? Wouldn't that be weird? If you think it's that offensive that you can't sell merchandise with it, then why would you leave that? How dare you? That would be very offensive, wouldn't it? So we're going to talk about that again. I'm going to talk about that first. That's going to be the number one thing that we talk about. Baptist Knight says, I'm just waiting for the haters. And it happens. That happens. Nicotina, what's up, my man? Good to see you here. The Nicotina show. I see Mara's in the chat as well. Riff Magos, what's up, my man? Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says Boba Fett's flying vehicle. That might be the new name. Changing Boba Fett ship names equals racism defeated. And that's the entire thing. Now, there's some people out there that are just saying, well, you know, it's just because that's how they're going to market. They want to market it that way because Slave One doesn't make any sense. They're marketing some other things like Vader's Star Destroyer, things like that. But the fact is, Slave One has been marketed as Slave One for 40 years. You know what I mean? Ever since those Kenner toys for Empire Strikes Back, it's been marketed as Slave One. Now, if they wanted to put like Slave One Boba Fett ship, or, you know, like Han Solo ship, the Millennium Falcon, I guess now they would call it Rey's ship, wouldn't it? But no, when you listen to these Lego people talk, when you see what they said, it seems very targeted about Slave One and on all forms of merchandise. So why don't we just hop into that, right? Why don't we just hop into that shit right now? I got so many goddamn tabs, like always. We're going to start over here. We're going to start over here on Pirates and Princesses. Boom. Pirates and Princesses. Disney renaming Boba Fett's Slave One as Boba Fett Starship in Star Wars? Question mark, exclamation point. Now, this first came to us from Jedi News. Jedi News is the first place I saw it. I got tagged on Twitter by someone. I've mentioned it in my video, but I forget the name as of right now, whoever the Twitter user was. But thank you. I've seen a couple other tags since then as well. But that was the first place I saw it, was Jedi News. But let's go here with Pirates and Princesses. Remember playing with your Kenner Star Wars Slave One playset back in the day? Yeah, well, according to Disney, Boba Fett ship isn't called that anymore. At least it won't be in upcoming Lego sets. Now it's just Boba Fett Starship. No, I'm not kidding. Likely part of Disney's continued diversity and inclusion initiatives, the Lego versions of Boba Fett's iconic ship will drop the Slave One moniker and instead be referred to by its new name. This is at the request of Disney, according to Lego Star Wars design director Jens Kronvold and Lego Star Wars lead designer Michael Lee Stockwell. And I wanted to show you the actual interaction here because someone from Jedi News and someone from Brickset.com were talking to the Star Wars Lego teams. You can check it out here. Jen says, then the next one, also from The Mandalorian, is Boba Fett's Starship. And I think we should be clear that this is from The Mandalorian, not from the Book of Boba Fett. This is The Mandalorian Lego sets. And I don't remember in The Mandalorian Season 2 if they ever referred to it as Slave One. I don't think they did. I don't imagine they did. There's not a ton of dialogue in that fucking show, to be honest with you. But I do not think they referred to it as Slave One. Now, if someone can correct me, someone can show me a screenshot with closed captions, then maybe let me know. Maybe let me know, but I don't remember it. I only watched through the season once, though, so I don't know. Michael, yes, I built another. We're not calling it Slave 1 anymore. This is Boba Fett's starship. So this is the words that they are using. This is not simply labeling it and forgetting about not presenting it as Boba Fett's starship, right? They said, we're not calling it Slave 1 anymore. This is the people at Lego saying this. Someone asked, okay, why are we dropping the Slave 1 name? Jens responds, again, the lead Lego Star Wars design director. Everybody is. It's probably not something which has been announced publicly, but it's just something that Disney doesn't want to use anymore. This is what we have to go on, right? This is the information we have to go on. Definitively, it will not be on Lego stuff. The way that's said, I don't think it'll be on any merchandise at all, any type of listings. It won't be listed as Slave 1. It's going to be listed as Boba Fett Starship. But that begs the question, doesn't it? If that is so offensive, right, that we're not using it anymore, we're not going to be putting it on boxes, do you really think they're going to use it in the show? I think they're never going to name the ship. That's personally what I think. I think that they're not once going to mention the name of Boba Fett's ship. I don't think they're ever going to say Slave 1. I think he's just going to say my ship or things like that. Get back to the ship. Get back to my ship. I think that's what we're going to see in the Boba Fett series, Book of Boba Fett. If they're going this far to like changing the name like this, I don't know. I see a lot of people saying I'm going to call it that anyway. Yeah, everyone's going to call it that. Everyone is going to call it that. Phil TMNT says, okay, guys, we're no longer calling Ryan Kinel Ryan anymore. We're calling him that one guy on the internet. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we should do. Mike Hill for $10. This is a great question, Mike. This is a great question. What will they name Jabba the Hutt's girls now? Funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that because a Lucasfilm employee has weighed in. Hal Hickel works on The Mandalorian. Someone says, what are we supposed to call this version of Leia? Obviously, Slave Leia, slave costume Leia, however you want to say it. Slave Leia. Jabba Slayer. Does that answer your question, Mike? This is Hal Hickel, a fucking an ILM employee, a Lucasfilm employee. He works on The Mandalorian. So there you go. Jabba Slayer. Jabba Slayer is what you're supposed to call her. I don't know what you call all the rest of the girls that are slaves, but just don't say slave. The idea that they are removing this and then it's offensive. Boba Fett is a bad dude, right? Boba Fett is a bad guy. Now, I'm sure they're going to paint him in a different light. And a lot of times in the expanded universe further on in his career, it was shown in a different light as well. A dude that does actually have a code, but is willing to stick to his word and whatever, right? He has a very strict code, his personal code. But this is a guy who's going around hunting down bounties for a crime lord and freezing them in carbonite and bringing them back. You know, it's not like this dude is so virtuous. Is this going to be something? And maybe they're going to not mention, or maybe they'll just fucking rename his ship in general. Because Boba Fett's seen the error of his ways. He doesn't really want to be his father anymore. His father made mistakes. All that type of trash that they put out there, this bad dad stuff that they so continuously put out in Hollywood, the bad dad trope. Is that what we're going to do? Is that the level that this is going to go? I don't know. I want to hear you guys' thoughts, though. Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat what you think the new name is going to be. What's the new name? If they were to do it, what's the new name going to be? Freed Slave 1. Oh my God. And that is the real thing. I saw somebody mention, I mentioned at the end of my video, Anakin was a fucking slave. Slavery was something that was referred to in The Phantom Menace. Slavery was referred to in The Last Jedi. It's a part of the Star Wars universe. Maybe it's because they want to paint Boba Fett as a kind of anti-hero of sorts, so they don't want to refer to that as Slave One. I don't know. But the way that they cuck one, soy one, bend knee one, surf two, cuck one, diversity one. Oh, I'm not saying that one. YouTube bans me. My racist dad's ship. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, Olaf, fire spray class patrol ship. If you don't know like the story, the backstory of Slave One, Jango Fett got it when he was escaping a prison planet where they were kind of all indentured slaves working away on this prison planet, Uvu 4. I think it was Uvu 4. I think that's the mission in Bounty Hunter and Jango Fett Bounty Hunter. It was a great fucking game. I played it on GameCube. It was one of the first things I played on GameCube when I bought a GameCube. Available on PlayStation as well, but probably Xbox too. But that game told the story of that. And the fire spray, there was only 6 of them, I think. 6 prototypes that they used to kind of patrol. And he stole one and blew up the rest of them. And since he was kind of freed in a way when he broke his way off that planet. Yeah, like I don't know. That's why it was named that. Slave One. Pride One. Privilege One. NPC One. Oh man. All right. Timothy Fitzgerald for $2. Mace Windu is fucking dead. That is all. Hail, Ryan. Hail, Timothy. Mace Windu is fucking dead. Are they bringing Mace back for something? Like, is that a official thing? I don't know. Cornhole Slave 1, The Wiener, Identity Politics 1, Biden's Diaper 1, Django 1. Django 1. I haven't missed your super chat yet. T-Rev, I'm getting to it, my man. I'm getting to it. The next one up is T-Rev for Canadian $5. They'll be expanding his backstory with Omega Fett 2. I'm sure they want to humanize him with family for Mandoverse implications. That's kind of where I'm leaning with it. I think they want to make him a more relatable anti-hero type of good guy figure. And so I think they don't want to refer to his ship as that. That is personally my opinion and what I think. Based on the conversation from the Lego people, that's how I feel about it. The fact that it has come down from Disney, we're not going to refer to it that as anymore. I don't think you're going to see necessarily a renaming. I think they're just going to ignore it and not refer to it. Because let's be real, you could do that, you could do that in a pretty easy way. You just have him refer to as, that's my ship. That's my dad's ship. It was my dad's ship, and now it's my ship. Like, you could have him do that, and it wouldn't seem super out of place. Because it's not like it's ever been named on screen before. I guess it may have in the Clone Wars been named in some episodes of the Clone Wars. But from my understanding and from my recollection, not in the original trilogy anywhere was it named. Definitely in the novelizations of the original trilogy and in so many different places. Like I said, the Kenner toy from 1981 was named Slave One. That was its name. Always. I don't know. It's kind of fucking bullshit. Heath Nation for $2. What's up, brother? Says ship/aircraft/aerial 1. Yes, it's going to be a pronouns. It's going to be a pronouns 1. Thank you, Heath Nation. PM5K Blast for $2. How did Iman get his fire spray in XWA? I have an X-Wing Alliance. Honestly, I have no idea, PM5K Blast. I have no idea. I guess you could argue they made more. I don't know. But yeah, that's a great point. The freaking Azatines, right? Is that their name? I forget their last names, but they had every freaking ship known ever. You had every ship that you could fly there. JJ52 for $2 says, the Trump won, meaning that Trump won. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do. Imagine them naming it the Trump won. That'd be funny. President Nixon for $5. They should cancel The Last Jedi. There were slave kids on Canto Bight, and the one that got the focus was the white kid, Broom Boy, not the black kid. Man, Ryan Johnson, closet racist, evidently, according to these people, right? According to these people. JTR2312 for 2. Name it Object 1 so its feelings don't get hurt. Maybe. That's an idea. That's an idea. Let me check the Streamlabs. Haven't checked in a little bit. We're all good over on the Streamlabs side. The Latin X1. The Latin X1. That would be a good one. The haters are here, says Baptist Knight. I don't really see too many. Benzo says the Snoke one. Solo Lost Money one. I like that. You know they're going to make Boba Fett or Boba trans, non-binary, intersex, asexual. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so because they went out of their way to have this showdown between Casca Reeve, Sasha Banks' character, and Boba Fett to make sure she could stand up to the man. If they bring him down on the ladder like that or bring him up the diversity ladder, then it wouldn't be as impressive, right? The butthurt one, says Jack Dorsey. Jack, good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. Fred Sacco for 2 says rename it the Mar-a-Lago 1. The Mar-a-Lago 1 sounds exotic. Yes, it does sound exotic as well. Tony's reviews and unboxing for Canadian $5. Hey Ryan, keep up the good work. We need to keep calling out the Hollywood bullshit. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Tony. I really appreciate the support and the super chat, my friend. You know I'm going to keep doing it. You know I'm going to keep doing it. And speaking of unboxings, I have something here that I need to unbox. I'm not going to do it this stream, right? I'm not going to do it this stream, but I'm going to do a review of this. I've never had Johnny Walker Blue Label before, ever. And I'm so fucking excited to try this. I'm going to put up a review on the live channel when I do. A little bit of a whiskey review, a Scotch review. So that should be awesome. I can't wait for that. Speaking of other stuff I've gotten, I wanted to show this because it's very relevant. This is one of the coolest things anyone's ever got sent to me, or that is anyone's ever sent to me. This is a Empire Strikes Back pop-up book. Look at this shit. Like, this is, I'm almost scared to use it because it's old, man. It is old, and I'm sure that it can be very easily fucked up. But like, look at the probe droid. I moved, and like you can actually move the probe droid around, and you can swing Luke's arm to get the lightsaber. Like it is really fucking cool. I do not know quite who sent this. I'm not sure, unfortunately. Oh God, Darth Vader moves. Look at Darth Vader here. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum. This is really cool. So shout out to whoever this was. I'm not sure who it is. I have not been in my P.O. box in a while either. I will go very soon. I promise. But I also got another volume of Berserk. I got another volume of Berserk from someone. Deluxe edition 5. So now I got 1 and 5. I need to start reading these fucking Berserks, even though the pages flip the wrong way. I don't understand exactly how I'm supposed to read it like that. But this was from Thunderstruck Thundercat. Thank you very much, Thunderstruck Thundercat. Amazing fucking gifts. You guys are awesome. Totally fucking awesome. And if you let me know who that was, what? Roger. As I say, if you let me know who that was, look at Roger H. Hey, Ryan, glad you got the pop-up book I sent you. It was one of the ones I had as a kid and thought you'd like it. I 100% do. It's really fucking cool, dude. That's not something I ever got the chance to see. You know, I never got a chance to see all that stuff when it was coming out. I did have the Empire Strikes Back comic adaptation, which was like very thick. It was really cool. I used to read the fuck out of that I got from a long time ago. But, you know, I missed so many of those things when they were coming out because I just, you know, wasn't old enough. So thank you so much, Roger. That is amazing, dude. That was amazing. Gene the Machine for $2 says Uyghur 1 because it's Disney. Oof. Uyghur 1. We should start a petition to rename it Uyghur 1, shouldn't we? Thank you, Gene. Fred Sacco for $5. Johnny Walker Blue. Smoother than smoother than the prom queen's thighs and twice as risky. Thank you very much, Fred Sacco. Appreciate the super chat. Coleman for Canadian 250. The definitive name has to be Uyghur 1. Thank you very much, Coleman. Uyghur 1 is a popular choice. A popular choice. Roger H with the thumbs up super sticker. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate that, buddy. JTR2312 for 2 says the WAP 1, the wet ass pussy 1. That would be interesting. I don't know if that's going to happen. The WAP 1. Toxfox for £2 would still like an RK Snyder Cut review. Just saying. Thank you, Toxfox. I like most of my stuff like that is over on my live channel. I don't know if I actually did like a no shit review. I've talked about it a lot over there. After like all the fucking shit that went down, I kind of just didn't want to do like a straight review right away, to be honest with you, just because so many different people took that and spun it the way that they wanted to so that they could get their clicks, which is whatever at this point. But yeah, so a lot of my DC coverage, whether it's about Snyderverse stuff or whether it's just about in general, has been over on my live channel. So if you aren't subscribed, go to RK Outpost Live. Haven't posted there in probably over a week now, just because I've been so busy. But I will definitely ramp that back up, as well as the gaming channel. Hopefully we can get a clip for the gaming channel on this stream as well. Ryan's overactive menstrual cycle for £1. Thank you very much, Ryan's overactive menstrual cycle. That's good. That means I just won't get pregnant, which is a good thing. Naaman's for Canadian $5. I don't normally give hairless cats money, but that beard isn't growing fast enough, so my beard soul weeps. Grunts. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. I might shave it one more time just to fucking piss everybody off. But yeah, he'll come back one way or the other. One way or the other. Tony's reviews and unboxing for $5. Uploaded my first video 2 weeks ago. Do you have any tips on how to gain some subscribers? Sure, Tony. One, you just got to make videos. I would say make stuff that's relevant. You know, if it's topical, you know, if you're doing a review and an unboxing, if you can do something like an unboxing review for something that is like a movie that's coming out right now or a movie that's really in the news, those are always great things. If that's your channel, everybody's got to do it differently, you know? But I'll try to remember to check out your channel, though, so I can give you a view and give you a sub. But my recommendation is just keep at it. Just keep at it. Heath Nation for $2. Call it the Pussy Grabber 1. That would also piss them off. And then we have a massive super chat from Vasidius. What a fucking Chad move from Vasidius. I'm just going to drop a fucking Benjamin and not say a goddamn thing because I don't even need to. $100 says everything you need to. Thank you so much, Vasidius. Badass. Big supporter of Vasidius over on Locals as well. I've been a little bit, again, I've been a little bit inactive on social media in general. I'm definitely going to ramp everything back up on Locals. Get it back to that standard that I had it to now that I'm taken care of. I had a lot of just like life events in general kind of converging all in the same like 2-week period. So hopefully everything should be smooth and I can continue on. But thank you, Vasidius, very much, my friend. I will drink to that. I'm drinking a banquet beer, motherfuckers. Coors Banquet beer. That's what I'm drinking. Thank you very much, Fastidious. And then we have another $50 super chat. You guys are fucking killing it right now. Holy shit. You guys are killing it. Animating Andy for 50 fucking euros. Says, I know this has nothing to do with the stream, but I want to congratulate you on your 4 times in a row first place wins and getting the golden trophy on Mario Kart last Sunday. Second, make Jeremy cry again at your win. I'm going to have to. Because I don't think that I was done justice in the highlights. It was all the fucking Jeremy shit. Very briefly, how is Ryan winning all these? They didn't show me. They should have showed my 4 straight fucking wins. They should have showed my 82 points. Fucking Mario Kart, fucking whatever. Fucking stupid. I'm never going to practice for it. I'm just going to roll up there with my fucking joystick-less controller. There's no joystick. It fucking broke off. You can literally fucking see the innards of this thing because I've slammed it on the table so many times. I'm just going to use my shitty fucking controller. I'm never going to practice. I'm going to walk up there like a boss and embarrass these fucks who practice all week for this shit, who have their little setups. Oh, I got to have this character with this setup because that's what the internet told me I need for the best speed and accelerator. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck, and I'm still going to beat you. That's how it goes with Mario Kart. If you guys have not checked out Mario Kart with us, and thank you again for the $50 Animating Andy. But what we do on Sundays is we do Mario Kart streams on Geeks and Gamers Twitch. So that's geeks_and_gamers, our Twitch. I run the stream from my perspective there. Jeremy has been running a stream on the Gaming with Geeks channel. So that is a very gaming specific channel, part of the Geeks and Gamers family. We've got a bunch of people on there. Myself, Jeremy, Drunk 3PO is there. Tugs is there. Krista is there. Young Rippa is there each and every week streaming from his Twitch as well. So Young Rippa is a big part of this. We've been having Quarter Black Garrett on. Dan Vask has been on. I'm not sure exactly who we're having on this week, but I'll probably smoke him, whoever it is. That ain't going to matter. But yeah, it has been pretty cool. We've and there's Tugs is in the chat, right? As I said, that's me. Yes, Tugs is going to be there. Krista's there. So many different other people, members of the Geeks and Gamers squad. It is fucking awesome. Mikey Gussler for $2. Hashtag make the Batfleck movie trend out on Twitter again. Nice, Mikey. I'll probably have to make a video about that for my live channel. We'll talk about that. Make the Batfleck movie. And Mikey was awesome. Mikey sent me some links to the Zack Snyder's Justice League Blu-ray and the entire Justice League set, which is cool. So I can't order them right now because they're fucking unavailable. But I'm definitely going to be checking that out when I have the opportunity. Faux show. Benny is on. Well, yeah, Benny plays. Yeah, Benny's not on screen, but Benny is usually there, and he's usually fucking pissing me off. Normally, that's how it goes. All right, let me check the Streamlabs, ladies and gentlemen. Then I want to get into what is it called? Then I want to get into Sasha Banks. That's what we're going to get into next. Biggles for $2. I hate the fucking shift so much. I hate it more than Disney hates Star Wars. Biggles, I hear that. I hear that, Biggles. I hate the shift too. I think they're going to do away with it in Major League Baseball. I really do. I think they're going to do away with it in the next year or two because it's so widespread and so overused now. Morb says, RK, your channel is boss, bro. Thank you very much, Morb. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Kinel for $5 on Streamlabs. Hail Ryan Kinel of Krypton. I like that. Ryan Kinel. Ryan Kinel. I need to get like some art made up with like a fucking House of L crest with something about Kinel. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That'd be pretty fucking cool. I saw someone say, did you see Marvel edited the end of WandaVision? I did not. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll look into it. Jake, the movie geek, for $5. Hail, Ryan. I'm on vacation in the Outer Banks this week, but I'm still here for more content. Hashtag the Soy One. Yes, Boba Fett will now be named Soy One. Weight Watchers One, maybe. I don't know. The Soy One. Thank you, Jake, the movie geek. Chris Arcella, Planet ever play Mario Golf? I bought it and enjoy it a lot. I've been told I'm going to be forced to play Mario Golf, so I guess I'm going to play some Mario Golf. I guess that'll have to be what happens. Mike Dangerous. Hi, Ryan. I've been a fan for over a year now, and I want to say thank you for inspiring me to start my YouTube channel. Can't wait to make some awesome content. God bless, man. Yes, Mike, that is fucking awesome. You know, Jeremy put up a video. It was a little clipped out of his, it was a clipped excerpt of his stream that he did yesterday. It was something like, stop being scared or something like that. That is awesome, Mike. And what he said is kind of what I'm going to echo, and it's the reason that I'm here doing this, right? It's the reason that I'm here doing this is because people inspire me to do so. And you're never going to be ready. You're never going to have all your ducks in a row. You're never going to have the best camera that you want, the best mic you want, the best setup that you want. You're never going to have everything down perfectly. You're never going to speak perfectly in front of the camera, all this shit. But just sit down and do it. Just start. Just put it out there. And because the only way you're going to get better is by keeping on doing it, at least by practicing. That's the only way. So just sit down, start it, put your voice out there, because you never know who else is thinking that exact same thing and who else is, captivated by what you're saying or inspired by what you're saying. That is awesome, Mike. Really happy for you. If you need any help, if you need any advice, let me know. DM me. I can't say I respond to all my DMs. I try to, but as some of you guys may have noticed, like I might not. It might take me a while. It might take me a little bit, but I try to get back to everybody. Thank you very much, Mike. Happy to hear that. Morb says, would you guys ever consider Dick Masterson on Friday Night Tights? I think he'd be great. I've been watching Dick Masterson for a long fucking time, so that'd be interesting. I'd never thought of that before. But yeah, I love what he's doing over there with the Dick Show, what he has been doing, the community that he's grown and everything, and kind of the way he goes about his business. He has some opinions that I vehemently fucking disagree with, but he has some takes that are absolute gold and hilarious as fuck. And there's a lot of things that make me a rage. So I think me and Dick would get along pretty well together. I actually had bought tickets. I actually bought tickets to go to the Road Rage tour when it was. I mean, it was up in LA, so it's where he's from. But they were putting on a show and it got canceled due to COVID. That's like a year and a half ago almost. So yeah, you make a lot of sense for a Cubs fan. I appreciate that. All right. Where am I? All right. I'm all caught up there. Now let me set this up. Let me set this up here because we are going to clip this and we are going to make this a separate upload, because that's what I've been trying to do with some things, because I think it's a great way to get more stuff out there. Absolutely. So not like this story to me is so fucking typical, and it is everything that's wrong in the entertainment industry, everything that's wrong with Twitter, all these people that for some reason get trended and think that they have power when they really shouldn't. So that's what we're going to talk about. Sasha Banks, known to the Star Wars community for her role in The Mandalorian as the female Mandalorian Casca Reeves, got a few episodes of airtime, including that famous one we talked about earlier on the stream where she went toe-to-toe with Boba Fett. But Sasha Banks is now getting hate on Twitter. She is trying to be canceled right now by some of these freaks, the same ones that came after Gina Carano, the same ones that want anyone who doesn't align with the far left echo chamber mob to be silenced, to be out of a job. They want nothing to do with you and want you out of society. Take a look at this article I'm going to share right now. And of course, it's written by an absolute idiot and someone who agrees with this and agrees with this type of backlash if you think that way. The Mandalorian star Sasha Banks is getting canceled over anti-vax controversy. And before we even get into this, I just want to make a statement. I am not a medical professional. I am not a doctor. I'm not giving anyone advice. I'm not qualified to do so. I can only do what I want to do and make decisions for myself. That's all that you guys can do too. I just wanted to make it known that I'm not giving anyone medical advice, and I'm not a doctor, not qualified to do so. But here we go. This is by Bree Constantino. Socially awkward straight edge fraud. Well, we'll talk about your article and your dog shit job here. Mercedes Varnado, best known as WWE superstar Sasha Banks, made her mainstream acting debut in the second season of The Mandalorian, much to the delight of wrestling diehards the world over. Her brief stint in the hit series as Casca Reeves, thanks to creator Jon Favreau, was well received by many and unsurprisingly turned a lot of heads within the Star Wars community. However, the 29-year-old is suffering the same fate as her Mandalorian co-star Gina Carano. The multi-time WWE Women's Champ is currently under fire for liking a post that apparently shows support for the heated anti-vaccination debate. Is that really what's going on? I think what you really see when we're talking about the jab, we're talking about people that are talking about one very specific jab or injection that is different than any of these other ones that people are used to taking, because there are so many different arguments around it, right? It's not simply, oh, anti-vax or pro-vax. There's so many different things that go into this. But of course, people are trying to break it down. And if you don't agree with us, you're fucking canceled. The said post, she likes this post. The multi-time WWE Women's Champ is currently under fire for liking a post. This is the post. My face when the government tells me I can do something, again, that I never stopped doing. And it is it's a long post from Anna is in Sights. And it's a long post talking about someone's choice to not do the jab and why, right? She liked this. Sasha Banks liked this post. Maybe she just liked it for the picture. Maybe she didn't click see more to see the entirety of the post. Either way, she follows this person. She liked this post, and that is enough for people to label her anti-vax and try to get her canceled. After learning about it, fans naturally came to the conclusion, and this is where I'm talking about the media, the mainstream media, and these pieces of shit. After learning about it, fans naturally came to the conclusion that Banks, just like Carano, there should be a comma here, just so you know, I'm editing for you, you dumb bitch, is an anti-vaxxer, which Gina Carano, I haven't heard anything like that. All I've heard is her say, let people do research and decide for themselves. But again, the mainstream media inserting themselves and doing these things because that's the story they want to tell. It's still unconfirmed whether or not Banks is actually against vaccination, but people on Twitter have obviously made up their minds, and just like that, Sasha is the latest celebrity to feel the wrath of cancel culture. Check out the reactions here. Finding out Sasha Banks is anti-vax this morning wasn't on my chat. I'm going to say anti-jab because I think if I say anti-whatever, I think YouTube might hit me. So I'm going to say anti-jab from now on. Sasha Banks being anti-jab isn't a surprise. Guess those botches taking a toll on her. So all the, the bad hits or the bad landing she had, the bad stunts that she tried to pull off wrestling, that's what she's talking about. I can't see this tweet, but just muted the words Sasha Banks, accountability, anti-jab, and jab. Oh, what a badass here. Muting phrases so you don't have to see them so you can stay in your echo chamber. Sweet. Sasha Banks getting dragged around the mud for being anti-jab. Sasha Banks is anti-jab? The fuck? Apparently, Sasha Banks is anti-jab. Sasha Banks is anti-jab. Wow. All the stands spending so much time trying to convince everyone the elite were right-wing. Well, Sasha Banks is a piece of shit, and so are you if you even half-heartedly defend her. Infecting someone vulnerable because you're anti-jab isn't an opinion. It's fucking murder. Holy fuck. These people are pussies. Now making fun of who she decides to sleep with. Can't believe Sasha Banks is anti-jab when she's let this into her body. If Sasha Banks is legit anti-jab, I will be fucking devastated. Why? Why would you be devastated by that? Why would you be devastated by that? These people get so wrapped up in their own identities, right? And if you don't agree with me on everything, then we can't even be friends. We can't talk to each other. I can't follow your work. I can't do anything. It is insanity. It doesn't come as a surprise how a lot of people are passionate when it comes to voicing their opinions and criticisms about anti-jabbers. I mean, the COVID-19 pandemic shouldn't be treated likely. What? It shouldn't be treated likely. You mean lightly? How many mistakes are there in this article? Where is your editor at? If you're going to be such a piece of shit to post dog shit articles like this, putting your opinion in there as well, at least have an editor that knows what the fuck they're doing. Holy shit. And even A-list celebrities have joined the crusade to convince people that jab is important to put a stop to the pandemic. Sasha, who is currently taking time off the ring, has yet to address the allegations, but I'm hoping she sets the record straight soon. And of course, you can go and you can see some of this stuff. Some people are supporting her. It's a lot of people that are supporting her because there's a lot of normal people in the world. Sasha Banks, Letitia Wright, and Gina Carano are allowed to have their opinions on the jab. Even if their opinion doesn't agree with yours, it's still an opinion. Offensive speech is still free speech. There's some other things too where where people are trying to say, if you don't think she agrees, you should know that she's following that account. It wasn't just a like, she follows it as well. Something doesn't sit right with me that Sasha Banks is an anti-jabber. Oh no. It's so fucking stupid. But this is where we are. It doesn't matter how much people praise you or support you. It doesn't matter how many of these Lucasfilm and Mandalorian stans make fan cams for you because they're excited that a person of color has a prominent role in The Mandalorian. A female person of color. Yes, we love Casca Reeves until we find out that you might have an opinion that differs from mine. Then I want you canceled. Then I want nothing to do with you. Then I'm devastated knowing this. Then I can't support you anymore. It is insanity. But that's where we are in entertainment, and especially when it comes to Disney Star Wars. But Sasha Banks under fire for supposedly being anti-jab. It's such fucking bullshit, dude. Is Jonathan still here? You guys have I've seen so many people arguing with a Jonathan in the chat, but I haven't actually seen a single post from this dude. What? Oh, well, John, it's just a fucking lie, bro. Yeah. This has to be a troll, John. This has to be a troll with the flex, with the face. That has to be a fucking troll, bro. Hold on. Pedro Pascal calls supporters Nazis. I'm sure we can find it. I'm sure we can find it. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so how exactly would you explain this, Jonathan? This would be my question to you. Right? You're making this very specific comparison about the Confederacy, about Nazis, and about people who wear Make America Great Again hats. And then when he was forced to delete it because of the backlash, you know what he did? He doubled down. When someone was talking about how fucking dare you compare Nazis to Trump supporters, you know what he said? He said, you feel me about the MAGA hats though, right? He doubled down on it. I made several videos about this. He absolutely did. He absolutely did. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if you can't understand that. It looks like you're lacking for oxygen based on your profile picture, and maybe protein as well. But I don't know. Sorry, Jonathan. I'm sorry you got brought to my attention. I didn't even know who you were, and that was the first. That was the first thing I saw. That was the first thing I saw with you. Oh my gosh, that's very sad. S's in the chat for Jonathan, or if you're a member of the channel, use the spit emote to spit on Jonathan. He's gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt him. He's got his mask on. He's protected from everything. But S's in the chat. Spit on Jonathan if you want to. No one's forcing you to, after all. Oh, fuck. I almost tried to fucking drink it like this. That would have spilled all over me. That would have been a little embarrassing. That would have been a really shitty way to end that roast. Imagine if I had Fucking then it's like S to spit on Jonathan. Fuck you, bitch. And then literally spilled my beer all over my face because I drank it like an idiot. Oh man. All right, let's catch up with some of these super chats, ladies and gentlemen. I see the spit emotes. Thank you so much for the spit emotes, the S's. You guys are awesome. I am drinking Coors. I am drinking Coors. Heath Nation for $5. Thanks to you and Jeremy, I finally had the courage to start going after cancel culture and the wicked. New video was to Fauci. My war has just begun. Hey, be careful. Be careful what you're saying. Like the reason that I switched, because I knew I was about to say vaccine so many times, is because I just wanted to make sure that I don't catch too much flack from YouTube, because they will destroy you for a little thing like that. It's sad. It's sad. But Heath Nation, I'm glad that you're doing that. I'm glad that you've found that confidence within you. If I had a small part to do with it, I'm really fucking excited. That's awesome. Thank you. Mr. Bubba Matt becomes a channel member, and then also with the super chat for $5. Let me guess. Woke people jumping to conclusions again? I think so. I think that's happening. I see 300 mirrors in the chat fighting with somebody. What is going on today? There's so many people here that are just enjoying the show. So much love and respect. Oh, here it is. D Duval 59. So much love and respect coming from you and your followers. Well done. How about talking about something positive? Why the fuck do you care? So much love and respect shown from you and your followers by someone who's coming in here and trolling for a fucking hour on stream. I can't respond to someone who's trolling for an hour on my stream. And you'd be like, oh, sarcasm, so much love and respect. Who the fuck cares? Why are you being such a fucking pussy about it? Why do I have to respect you at all? You obviously don't give a fuck about my content. Love and respect? Is that what YouTube's about? If you don't show love and respect, you can't be a content creator? How about love and respect? This is my love and respect to you. I will fucking spit on my cock before I fuck you in the ass. That's about as much love and respect as you're going to get from me, D. Duval. You fuck. All right. Back to super chats. 2% right for £5. 19K Fox is here, says, I give a fuck about your content, Ryan. Thank you, brother. I know you do. 19K Fox, a badass motherfucker if there ever was one. Thank you. You kiss your mother with that mouth? No, I don't fucking kiss my mother. The fuck? I give her hugs and shit. I don't kiss my mother. Fucking freaks. I've never really understood that. If I got like little pecks from my mom when I was a child, yeah. I don't kiss my mother as an adult. Come on, Ryan. Need a high energy stream to keep me awake on the 5 hours I have left to drive before I get home and can sleep. I'm trying, 2%. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Put on a playlist. The name Slave One was never mentioned in any of the films. No, that's what I said earlier, Joker voice. But I mean, if you know anything about Star Wars, you knew that was the name of the ship because it appeared on all of the merchandising. Even back in 1981, those first Kenner toys, all the merchandising. It appeared in a lot of different other media, including the official novelizations of the books, including in comic books, in video games, all of these different things. And it was referred to by Slave One by Disney Star Wars until not that long ago. So, yeah, it was never spoken. Mike Hill for $5. He also compared the South to Nazis as well. He did indeed. Thank you, Mike Hill. Duncan McCockner for $5. The sight of so many people spitting on a woke loser really creams my bagel. I do my best. Thank you very much, Duncan McCockner for $5. Chris Kohler for $10. I got the jab, but if you don't want the jab, just wear your fucking mask. It's supposed to protect you, right? In fact, wear two, because I won't be wearing one. That's how it should be. Right? That's how it should be, Chris. Your decision of whether to get it or not should be entirely up to you. And you shouldn't let people shame you either way for it. I'll be honest. If you've done the research and you feel like that's the best way for you and what you should be doing to protect yourself and your family, then that's your decision to make. It's the same way that it's my decision to make. And if you feel the need to be protected, that you're just so scared of these unjabbed people walking out there, wear your fucking mask like you've been told it works, like you've been fucking beat over the head thinking that it works. Fucking wear it. I mean, if it doesn't work, then why are you wearing it to begin with? Right? That'd be the question I'd ask myself. But yeah, everyone should just do their own thing. Peter Wynn for Canadian $5. They can say what they want to, but true fans will always say, hell yeah, that's Slave 1. Yes, they will. Yes, they will, Peter Wynn. Bert for $5. Will that boomer dude whose beard style you are copying be on the Geeks and Gamers Mario Kart stream anytime soon? I think his name is Gary. Will Gary ever be on a Mario Kart? I hope so. I hope so. I think that'd be fun as fuck. It'd just be one more person for me to finish ahead of, so I'd be happy with that, to be honest with you. But thank you, Bert. Appreciate the super chat. Fred Sacco for $5. Who would pay money to toss such a soft insult in a live stream? More limp than a man viewing an Amy Schumer nude pic. Ugh. That's gross, Fred. That is gross. Thank you, Fred. Gavin Free None for $5. If they're getting rid of Slave 1, they may as well get rid of the OG trilogy since it's referenced and showed Twi'lek slaves 2. Yeah, and Anakin was a fucking slave. It's kind of a big part of his story and his history. Shmi was a slave. Watto was a slave owner. Like all these things referencing slaves. Nobody had a fucking problem with it. No one had a problem with it. No one should have a problem with it at all in any way, shape, or form. But what do I know, right? What do I know? I wanted to talk a little bit. Yes, people think that spamming S is cyberbullying because you can't just like because you can't just sit there and turn it off, I guess. You can't walk away. The idea that anyone is dealing with some type of continued harassment, like by a chat or by something like that, no one's going after you. Like, I don't know who that person was. I don't even remember their name anymore because they're that fucking irrelevant. No one's spamming them on Twitter. No one's constantly DMing them. No, if you don't like it, you can just click X on the stream. You know what I mean? I don't get it. President Nixon is telling people not to wear masks. That's what the president is saying. President Nixon. Super Nate for $2. When can I join you in Mario? When can I school you in Mario Golf? I don't know. I'm sure I'll play it sometime. I'm probably going to get really frustrated by it because I'm really into golf. I played a lot of golf growing up. I learned pretty young. I'm not great or anything. If I went out there right now on a normal course, from the mid tees, probably not from the backs, probably not from the tips, but I'll probably shoot like an 87 or an 88. I'm not a great golfer. My best round ever, I think, is a 75. That was just a crazy fucking perfect day. I shot just a couple over par. But I'm into golf. I'm into the traditional golf simulators, and the idea of playing Mario Golf, I don't feel like it's going to be like I want it to be, and I feel like I'm going to get really fucking frustrated. That's how I feel about Mario Golf. Duncan McCockner for $10. Do you know what they call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff. Ugh. That would be rough. That would be rough. Telling people to spit on others is literally a violation. Telling someone to put an S in the chat is not a violation. I'm sorry to say. Sorry to say. A YouTuber is in prison right now because he told his viewers to protest a judge. What? Are you fucking retarded? You think that saying press S to spit on someone in a chat is the same as telling your viewers to protest a judge? What the fuck are you? Maybe you are like actually like mentally handicapped. I don't know. I've got some blowback before for saying fucking retarded. I don't know. Wouldn't want to offend anybody, would I? Jesus Christ. Jared Gunter for $5. Suns 3-1. Or hashtag Suns 3-1, hashtag Clippers. Go figure, when I stopped following the NBA, my old favorite team is #1 from the finals. Or one game from the finals. Yeah, Jared, I have a lot of... I see a new chat. Ryan's spit-covered 4-incher. Use me to punish Jonathan. No, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping for the Suns. I'm pulling for the Suns. I'm pulling for Devin Booker. So we'll see what happens. Super Nate for $5. Well, it's frustrating indeed, and it's fun. New premium member, by the way. Hell yeah. New premium member. That is incredible, Super Nate. I love that. New premium member for Geeks and Gamers. If you don't know, I am a member of Geeks and Gamers. Drunk 3PO, who you just saw in the chat laughing, is also a proud member of Geeks and Gamers as well. And, you know, we've got a big community of people and a lot of members of Geeks and Gamers. We're continuing to build stuff. We've got a theme park channel. We've got a channel dedicated to gaming specifically. We've got a Sports Wars channel, which is primarily where you'll see me over on Sports Wars. Subscribe to that if you haven't already. We got so much shit going on. So if you don't know about it, go to geeksandgamers.com. You can sign up for a membership, get in the forums, interact with everybody. And it's completely free to create a membership and to go in there and interact with people in the forums. You do get some premium content if you do go that extra mile. Same thing with locals, Geeks and Gamers on locals. RK Outpost community on locals. I haven't plugged in a while. I'm going to plug it now. RK Outpost on locals. Building it over there, and I'm fucking loving it. Heffish for $5. Breaking news, Ryan. Disney renamed Slave Leia to Starship Leia. Thoughts? I don't think that's true, but nothing would surprise me at this point. Nothing would surprise me at this point. But thank you. I think it's just going to be, we're never going to name any ships because we don't want to get canceled at any point in time. That's what I think. Darkside Droids for 10 buckaroos. Thank you so much, Darkside Droids. Good to see you, buddy. Support for the channel. I've been crazy busy, so I missed a lot of G&G streams lately. Hope all is well with the community. Grateful to catch the stream. The brand is growing and the sky is the limit. It is indeed, my friend. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit for Geeks and Gamers and for my channel, for Jay's channel and everything. So it's just fucking awesome, man. And speaking of the brand growing, I do need to take a moment and give a shout out to the sponsor for the channel, which I sometimes do in the beginning. Sometimes I like to do times like this where we're really, hitting peak viewership level. We got over 800 people. I saw 900 at one point. I got to give a big shout out to Ride On Optics. Ride On Optics is a sponsor for the channel. They make scopes for guns. They make sights for guns. They make binoculars. They do a lot of awesome stuff. I know not everybody here may be interested in that, but they're a great group of people that are really supportive of freedom of speech and in what we're doing over here. I think there's a lot of crossover between these two communities. And I guess it's a good time now. I was going to do a giveaway this week. I don't think I'm quite ready yet. So what I'm going to do right now is announce this giveaway for next week. We've got the X5 Primals. We got the binoculars. We got the $600 MSRP binoculars from Ride On Optics. I wanted to show you guys this because this is what we're going to be giving away next week here on stream. Stay tuned for instructions on how you can qualify all of these things. I'm going to be giving away 3 of these puppies. I've obviously got the covers on right now, but I'm going to be giving away 3 of these puppies. Again, MSRP for $600. Giving away 3 of these things. I've tried them out myself. They're fucking phenomenal. Absolutely incredible view with these. And over the next 3 months, we're going to be doing 3 giveaways. The first one is going to be next Sunday. So stay tuned to my Twitter. Stay tuned to Locals. Stay tuned for everything, because I'll be announcing exactly how you can qualify to win. And we'll be doing a giveaway probably right around this time a week from today. So if that's something that you're into, if you're an outdoorsman, if you're into hunting, if you're into fishing, anything like that, I mean, I guess you're not going to use it too much for fishing, but if you're scoping out something, potentially you could. Or if you're just into hiking, things like that. If you just want a pair of binoculars, maybe you're like Lethal Light and just want to spy on the chick next door, whatever it may be. Ride On Optics is fucking awesome. Huge supporter of this channel, and I'm very proud to be associated with them. They're proud to be associated with me, and that's an awesome thing. A lot of former veterans, former law enforcement work at Ride On Optics. I think they're based in Arizona. I might be visiting them lately as well. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Shout out to Ride On Optics. These are fucking badass, and I can't wait to give some away. All right. Let's put that away. Put that away right now. Peeping Lightning. Yes. Peeping Lethal Lightning. Mike Hill for 5. What do you think about the Mariners pitcher getting ejected? Fuck, I forgot to make a video about that. But yeah, I got to look more into. All I saw was the ejection. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know what they're saying they found or anything, but that's 10-day suspension right there. An umpire has given a player a 10-game suspension. That should be something that is, that should be something that we pay attention to, because that's an interesting precedent. Super Nate for $2. Funny there were no sources for the Slave 1 BS. No sources? Well, I mean, the source is Lego. Lego has come out and said that they're no longer using Slave 1 and that Disney doesn't want anyone using Slave 1. Lego came out and said that themselves. Let me all right. Catch up with these super chats. President Nixon, the president himself. I am not a crook. Comes out and becomes a Raging Ryan channel member. Hell yeah, President Nixon. That is awesome. That is awesome. Mega Gamer for $5. 3 weeks late on the topic, but I know, but cancel culture has gone too far trying to cancel Chris Pratt for Honor Memorial Day. Seriously, why? A lot of these people hate America. A lot of these people hate American values. They hate you if you're proud of America. They hate you if you support any part of America. And, Memorial Day, regardless of how you feel about the United States military, because I know there's different opinions. There's different opinions on that for sure. But regardless of how you feel about the military, I think everybody pretty much knows where I stand on that. But regardless of how you feel, maybe if you think that the military is used in ways you don't agree with as a member of this country, the people that have died and given up their lives in service of this country, regardless if you think those wars or those battles were for the right reasons or not, they sacrificed something for everyone in the country. And to come after someone for honoring them is completely fucked up. It really is. It really is. It's sad. But that's who these people are. They despise you if you support something they consider traditionally un-American value. Timothy Fitzgerald for $2 went fishing last week, saw 3 young bald eagles. There you go. So you can use binoculars on fishing if you're doing like that, looking at other parts. I'm talking nonsense now. Why am I talking nonsense? I support the guys in blue and green. Thanks for protecting us. And brown. Don't forget about brown. Type US in the chat if you're a patriot, says Callum Cannon. Heath Nation for $5. Ryan, did you hear? Timothy Zahn, the guy who wrote the Thrawn trilogy, is coming here to my town of Cincinnati for Comic-Con in September this year. That's cool, man. Are you going to go see him? You going to go get your shit signed? Maybe. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I've never met Timothy Zahn. I've never actually met any Star Wars authors. I would love to meet some of my favorite Star Wars authors someday, but who knows? Who knows if that'll ever happen? Bronx Thrash for $5. Conan O'Brien has ended his show. His time slot is available. You should have your own talk show. You're funny as hell. You should sell a black t-shirt with camo colored letters. Thank you, Bronx Thrash. Good idea. I got a lot of merch ideas that I need to get going. I don't have any fucking time. I really fucking don't. Unfortunately. I wish I did. You gonna go get your shit signed? What am I supposed to say? You guys know what I mean. Your shit. Like your fucking books. Where was I? President-elect Archie Bunker. Oh, and well, speaking of a talk show, I do have plans to create a different weekly stream that's going to air at some point. I'm trying to figure out exactly what time works, and I'm going to try to line up some guests for it. I think that, I think it'd be pretty cool. I see Jane in the chat. Is that ice cream? What's up, Jane Theory? Good to see you. You need to be the official partner of Chrissy Mayer so you can say what she wants to. Yeah, that was fun. Actually, shout out to Chrissy. I was on her podcast earlier this week. It was a lot of fun. I really love Chrissy. We've had her on Friday Night Tights a couple times. I would love to see her live sometime. I don't know if she ever takes her tour to Kami, California, but really awesome person. Glad to be on the stream with her for sure. That would be cool. And yeah, I didn't censor myself as much as she did, I don't think. Make a t-shirt, Ryan. Took me 3 minutes to make mine. What do you guys think this is? I have my t-shirt on. I have my own t-shirt on. So I can do it. I can do it and have done it. Go to TeePublic or Streamlabs for this shirt if you want this shirt. Go check it out. Check it out. Where was I? Nikki D for $2. Think the Loki ratings will go back up for the next episode. That's what we're going to talk about next, actually. That's what we're going to talk about next. And why don't I invite some people on so I can get some other opinions? Because I've kind of given my opinion. I've kind of given my opinion on it. So why don't I go here? Holy fuck. Why do I got so many goddamn... Let's see. Oh, let me bring on a couple other peeps. I just saw your picture, Jay. That's pretty funny. Where the fuck is this? Here. Link out. We're sending the link out. Will I be in Vegas for Boomer Dudes meetup? Yeah, 100%. I am going to be in Vegas for the meetup. I'm going to be there for the entirety of the thing. We got a couple plans. I got to get on that. I got to work out more plans and see when we might be doing some stuff. But it's going to be a good time. If you guys want to come and hang out with myself and Gary and Jeremy, and I'm sure a lot of other people, I imagine, I haven't really talked to Jay about it, but I have to imagine Jay's going. And a lot of other content creators. Should be fun. I'm going to be getting drunk as fuck. I can tell you that much. I'm going to be getting drunk as fuck. Benny is here. What's up, Benny? For Canadian $7. Ripa says he's getting 3 golds tonight and you're getting 0. Also, thanks for being a good sport during Chrissy's pod. Yeah, no worries, man. I know you're fucking with me. But Ripa says he's getting 3 golds tonight, huh? That's fucking bold coming from Ripa. He had some fucking dog shit races last time. Some absolute dog shit races. So I'm going to see if he can up his game. I know he practices. I know he's doing all this research to find what the best bike combo, like what he should be running. He's such a sweaty tryhard in a fucking kids game of Mario Kart. It's pretty sad, really. But, I mean, That's what Young Rip has left. He's suspended from Twitter now. So what else he got to do? Just fucking try hard at Mario Kart, I guess. As far as the Loki, we're gonna get to that. I think they're probably gonna stay the same until the finale. That's my personal opinion. When am I swinging by Norway? Not for a while, probably. Stieg, my man, Stieg. All right. Where am I? We got somebody. We got a special guest. You guys have been asking for him. For $2, what are some of your favorite musicians? We have a musician who's about to come on the stream. He doesn't usually go by Drunk 3PO, but here he is.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, Mr. Busy Beamer.
Busy Beamer or Busy Beaver?
Busy Beamer. Oh, Beaver, Beater, whatever it is.
Busy Beaver, just a car that's really fucking. It's like a taxi, a Beamer taxi. Is that a?
It's like, yeah, I was gonna say Busy Bee, Busy Beaver, Busy Bee, all rolled up in one.
There you go.
Oh, it was so bad. Like I was doing the gaming stream, and like I was like, Jeremy, I haven't heard back from Ryan for the code, and he's like, what? I was like, can you get the code for me, Jeremy? He goes, I broke my phone today. I can't get the code. He's like, call Siobhan. I'm like, Siobhan's not answering her phone, Jeremy. Ryan's not answering his phone. Like, no one's answering their phone.
You didn't call me, though. You didn't call me.
No, Jeremy said he called you.
Jeremy didn't call me.
He told me that. I said, so then finally it was like 5 minutes till Siobhan got the call.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
It didn't bother me. Like we were fine. It was just funny.
Literally like an hour and a half after you were live, I checked my phone. It was the first time I looked at it forever, and I was like, I just got a text from Jen, like, fuck. And but I didn't get a call from anybody. So maybe I was legit out of service or something. I don't know.
It was no problem. We knew you were freaking busy.
That's true. I was busy.
I will also be at Vegas. I'm actually staying. I don't know if you are, but I'm actually staying with Gary.
Oh yeah. He did actually tell me that. He did tell me that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to get out of my dad's place. You know what I mean? Get out of my dad's house for a little bit. But I'm
just doing it to save money.
I don't know exactly where I'm going to stay yet.
So if you if I end up drinking a lot with you, and I just fall asleep on your floor, then that's where I'll be that night.
No, I'm getting Gary to drag you back to the fucking hotel. Gary, we got our designated driver. Gary's fucking sober. He's not going to drink. So there we go.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't if we were at your place, you'd be like, get the hell out.
I guess it would depend on what else I was doing at the point.
You might be passed out on the floor too. I could wake up with your shoe in my mouth and be like, what happened last night?
Maybe. So we got someone else joining the party too.
Dude, that's gonna be so much fun, man. I can't wait.
It is gonna be awesome. Mara, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Had a relaxing Sunday. And then I saw that it's now problematic to call Boba Fett ship Slave 1.
Yeah, evidently. And there's a lot of people that are really fucking butthurt that anyone's talking about this.
Yeah.
My friend Pete.
Yeah.
He's really mad.
I don't think you talk about that guy a lot. I've never even heard this dude speak, I don't think.
Is that the Round the Galaxy guy?
Yeah.
Around the Galaxy podcast. I don't know much about him.
I quote tweeted him, so yeah. I might get blocked again.
Right. I don't really know anything about him other than I've looked at his profile a couple times, and I know that he's following as many people that follow him, and I know he likes to talk about Jay a lot. But evidently looks like he may have been referencing me a little bit with the with his last tweet. But again, listen, but I'm not gonna get too upset. I'm not gonna reply to ants, and that's who he is.
Yeah, exactly. I took care of him Saturday, and I'm because he really went. He went on. He was going off about you and Jeremy and Salty Nerd podcast.
I did see that tweet because it was just someone's like, isn't it okay to just like associate with whoever you want? And
obviously not. Obviously,
not. Isn't it okay to associate with whoever you want? And he just like posts a picture of Kadish with me and Jeremy. And he's like, not these people, or something like that.
I will never support the Red 5 podcast people. To me, it was actually kind of funny to see Star Wars podcasters fighting. Like, I'm like sitting back, like they're sending me all this stuff, and I'm just like, this is hilarious. Podcast people.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like,
yeah, it is what it is.
And I even said in my initial video, you know, I said that we're yet to see whether this is going to be an actual change. Is this going to be a change in canon? I said that in my video. And I've said it today as well. I don't know. I think personally, like I said, I think they're just not going to mention the name of the ship.
Yeah, that's just how they do it. Just be quiet about it. After a few years,
I mean, it's like you mentioned, like the name of his ship, like Boba Fett's ship, has not been mentioned at all in the movie. So like them not mentioning it in the show would not be like a major deal at all. It's just like now you're marketing it on a Lego set because it's problematic to call it Slave One. I'm like, why are you marketing it to begin with?
Well, and to me,
problematic.
To me, I think, and we're gonna bring Steph on to my nerdy home. How are you?
Hi.
My nerdy herm.
Hi. My nerdy herm.
I'm doing good. Hello.
You never let me live that down.
I'm so tired.
Never. Ever.
Busy Beamer. Speaking of Busy Beamer, I saw a gold Beamer the other day, which is pretty crazy. But
if it was an ugly
that gold one.
You know what people are doing though? You know how people are complaining about us talking about it? They're like they're like recording their kids going, hey, do you know what the name of Boba Fett's ship is? And they're like, no. And they're like, see, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm like, God, wow.
You know, kids are, you know what? Kids probably don't know what the fucking capital of their state is either.
Yeah.
They probably don't even remember how, like what they ate.
I'm just like, why would you put your kids on, like, why would you do that? Because some serious desperation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about, like, these people truly want to change Star Wars. That's the thing. They want to legitimately change Star Wars. The activists, it's happening at Marvel, it's happening in DC Comics, it's happening everywhere. They want to change what it is, which means that they're not really fucking fans, honestly. If you think that what was done before was so fucking vile and evil and offensive and it needs to be changed and you should be okay with this being changed, then you're not a fucking fan of that thing. You just want it to be something else. I think it's fucking nuts.
They consider it us not growing with the brand or with whatever they're trying to change. We're not growing with it. The thing is changing and we're not adapting to it. But that's how they explain this crap. Is that the like Star Wars is changing. You need to change with it as well. We're changing with it, but really they're not. They're trying to change it. It's so dumb.
Yeah. But the thing that, like, it's not just Lego, at least according to the Lego people. This is how it was said. When they're presenting all these different things, then the next one, also from The Mandalorian, is Boba Fett's starship. Michael, yes, I built another. We're not calling it Slave One anymore. This is Boba Fett's starship. That's a very distinct difference, saying we're not calling it this anymore. This is Boba Fett's starship. Someone asked, why are we dropping that name? Right? Why are we dropping that name? Everybody is. It's probably not something which has been announced publicly, but it is just something Disney doesn't want us to use anymore. So that is more than just, well, we're calling it Boba Fett's starship so everyone knows what it is. No, you could put Slave One, Boba Fett's starship. You could do that. That would be an easy thing to do, and maybe that would actually make the most sense. If you're telling me that Star Wars fans are so fucking retarded that they don't know what Slave One is, that they can't tell by the cover of the box and a picture of Slave One and fucking Boba Fett standing there, if they're so fucking retarded they don't know what it is, then maybe you should just add Slave One, Boba Fett's starship. But what they're doing is they're saying Disney doesn't want anyone to use that anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know these fucking Spurgs. They can say whatever they want, but this is what we have to go on.
Yeah.
And this to me is more than just a simply, oh, well, we're just doing it just for marketing so people know what it is. No, they don't want you to say Slave One.
Exactly. They just erase it from existence.
It'd be interesting what it's going to be called in the actual Book of Boba Fett show.
Probably won't be called anything.
Yeah, I think he's just going to say, my ship.
Take him to the ship.
Yeah, take him to the ship. My dad's ship. It was my dad's ship. Now it's my ship.
Or
that's what I think he's going to do.
Or they're just going to blow it up like they did Mando's ship.
God.
Oh, God. I think...
you think it might not happen.
I just actually got a DM. Disney has decided they're naming it Song of the South 1. They're erasing one part of history and replacing it with another part of their history that they don't want known. I don't know. Again, shout out Jedi News. They were the first ones that I saw report this at all. Then it's obviously got picked up and grown a lot. But there you have it. Boba Fett's starship. TM. That's TM, right?
Yeah, trademark.
So this is legit.
Yeah, they have a TM next to it because someone pointed that out. And when you have a TM next to it,
that's the name.
You're trademarking it.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking description. This is the fucking name of this thing, guys. I didn't even see that till just now.
Where's the geode action figure? That's what I want. I really want that. I'm gonna buy that if they make one.
Like I get the people that are saying, hey, listen, we don't know if it's gonna be. Cause I saw a couple of videos today about that. Hey, I think some people are overreacting. I don't think it's gonna actually be a change in canon, and that could be totally true, like I said before. But what I see is a very distinct effort to remove this completely. When you have some people that it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter what fucking LGBTQ plus flag they put behind their profile picture to try to support whatever, these people who will shill so hard for Disney to get a couple fucking 100 downloads or something on whatever your podcast is. I don't know. That's fucking pathetic, dude. It's pathetic to fucking lick that much shit off Disney's boots for nothing. Holy fuck.
I said the same thing. I just said it's going to be interesting to see where we go moving forward. But the funny thing was, I saw you like that tweet, and I was like, I got to do a video now because Ryan's working on it right now. Yeah, I've got to get a little bit of a jump where he's going to suck the air out of the room. It was so funny, man.
I mean, I would have
I was like, oh crap, Ryan liked it. Like, oh, I got to do this right now. So I was just like,
I took the night off. I took the night off yesterday. I would have made it last night for sure, but I took the night off yesterday just to kind of fucking relax. But it was on my list to do first thing in the morning. Lucky for Jay, his first thing in the morning is before my first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Or else he would have messaged me. He's like, you damn it, you beat me to it.
Usually how it goes.
With the Boyega video.
Yeah, I was like,
Ryan,
God dang it. I was right in the middle of that, and then I'm like, I saw your notification. I was like, God dang it.
And it's like, you had 20 hours. But I don't know, Steph, what's your thought about the entire thing? Do you think it's actually going to be, they're going to point out a change in canon, or is this just for marketing purposes?
Oh, it's not for marketing purposes. They're definitely going to change it. But I mean, you can't do that. You really can't. How are you going to change everything? Everything that's come before? Are you going to start stripping out, make a Disney version of all of the old movies that referenced slavery? It's just ridiculous. You can't do that. I mean, they can try and hide whatever. They can do whatever they want. They're fucking Disney. They can. But people who know Star Wars, who know the lore, even though fucking lore is even racist now, they're always going to remember it that way. So, I mean, you can't shut people off, and all they can do is just have their little checkmark people go after fans and have the fans be called racist. And now people are just like, whatever, dude, you're fucking wrong. We don't give a shit. Go ahead and believe whatever the fuck you want. But this is really how it is. They're definitely fucking changing it. They're trying to, at least. But I mean, it's never going to stick. It really isn't.
Yeah. What do you think, Mara?
I agree with Steph, like, to an extent. I don't think it's like for marketing purposes. Now, whether or not they actually refer to it in their canon as that is like another topic of discussion. So we'll have to wait and see when the Book of Boba Fett comes out. But yeah, they're going to do whatever they can to erase as much as they can what came before it, but cherry pick what they want, so they can dangle the keys in front of Star Wars fans and say, "Look, you remember this, right? You remember this."
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what the Star Wars is becoming right now. It's like member berries, no creativity whatsoever.
It's yeah, I think there's probably a couple levels to it. I think that they very much want to make Boba Fett like a kind of anti-hero in some, which I guess I don't know. You literally just saw him walk in and fucking murder a bunch of people in cold blood at the end of Mando. But I think they're going to try to show him, much as they did in the later expanded universe, as
he'll be a hero
who kind of had his own code, but he's like got a good heart at the end of the day. I think that's what they're going to try to do. So I think that's why they want to move away from the Slave One moniker.
Right. I mean, they're giving him his own show, The Book of Boba Fett. They need you to root for him. Mm-hmm. They need people to root for Boba Fett, even though that's so fucking stupid. Like, who cares if he's a bad guy, right? I mean, we all watched fucking Walter White. He's not a good person.
Exactly.
But we still fucking rooted for him.
You know, you had family.
You had people in the background, his brother-in-law, who's actually a hero, you know, because he's the actual good cop going, and so much shit is thrown at him, and he's actually trying to do some good and trying to figure out what's going on. Yet we're rooting for Walter White, who's a really bad person. So, I mean, they can do it, but how is that going to sell toys? How is that going to market to kids? No, they need Boba Fett to be a good guy now. So, it's kind of dumb. It's just fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I think they need to be a good guy. I agree, Steph. And then to sell toys, but also I think it's just the Marvel blueprint. I think Thrawn is going to come to be the big bad, just like Thanos. They're going to have all their little shows, and then everyone's going to come together and fight Thrawn, just like they did in Marvel.
Well, it's Disney Thrawn, and he's a Scooby-Doo villain right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's still the format. It just looks like it anyway.
To be honest, like I think their target audience is Scooby-Doo fans. So
yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like it is what it is, and that's just what they're doing. And the
Scooby-Doo needs to be taught in schools.
They continue to expose themselves for like the fucking company that they are, and it doesn't matter how much fucking like this hope is, if this person's gone, then everything. No, that's not going to happen.
You want to know that you want to? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. You want to hear the craziest rumor?
Yes.
I haven't seen The Bad Batch, but I do watch Star Wars Meg. I really like Star Wars Meg's channel. She's actually a kind of friend of mine, and but she watches and puts pretty decent reviews up, pretty balanced, reviews up. But
she just kind of puts news out there. She really doesn't. It's not too much. It's not too much opinion based. But yeah, it tells you how much fucking Star Wars. Look how much Star Wars shit there actually is to talk about. If you
it's just. But I appreciate she's like. Here's what it is, but it's Omega is like Boba Fett, like
Omega has been revealed. Spoiler alert for Bad Batch. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Omega has been revealed to be effectively an unaltered clone of Jango.
Yeah.
But of course she's female, so it's not unaltered.
How does that work?
So
clone is
then
this past episode, the clones that the Camino lady that we loved in Attack of the Clones was murdered,
Ton Wei.
So she's dead, and it wouldn't surprise me like if Boba dies or something, and then she's like, dun 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 dun.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. But
I know. I'm just saying it wouldn't shock me. Listen, they gave us a freaking rock as a navigator, Ryan. They could do anything now at this point.
Wait,
if you're gonna give us a ship called the Vessel, no creativity whatsoever, and then give us a rock as the navigator, a rock that talks sexual talk to younglings, apparently in the book. There you go. Yeah. There's your Star Wars.
I'm just.
Sorry.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around an unaltered clone, but she's female.
But the reason I'm saying that is because it's like a first, like basically direct from the DNA, the same that Boba was, right? They haven't altered it in any way, shape, or form because they altered the rest of the clones, right?
Yeah.
So like that's what I mean by that as far as the tendencies. Of course, it's not the same fucking chromosomes. And it's not really a clone if that's what it is either, but that is how they have presented it in this show.
Yeah. Well, the only thing like altered they did, from what I remember correctly, is the aging. So that way they could be like fighting age by the time the Clone Wars started.
No, they altered a lot of different things, specifically for like the ARC troopers were different than the regular conscription people because they like. If it was just Jango Fett, these guys wouldn't be following orders the same way that they were specifically like the chemical balance of their brains were altered to be more receptive to taking orders from people and things like that. So,
I meant in terms of like physically, like not necessarily chemically. Like physically, it was just like the altering of the age versus like changing the sex.
Right. Yeah. I guess that is the biggest thing, the accelerated aging. But but Boba Fett is an exact genetic copy. Evidently, Omega is an exact genetic copy of the exception of this Y chromosome, and that's why they want her DNA because she's like first generation clone. Whatever. I still think this still doesn't explain why she's fucking good at everything. Like, just because you're an 8-year-old Boba Fett, effectively, but a woman, well, it's Disney, so if it is a woman, you're automatically better at it. But it doesn't explain how she's
more
able to do things. More sensitives
coming.
Yeah, she's gonna be force sensitive.
It has to be. Someone says she's Captain Phasma. Oh, fuck. Maybe, I don't know. Let me catch up with a couple of these super chats. Go ahead, Jay.
If that's true, that'd be kind of funny, actually.
I would laugh. That'd be the best option.
Hysterically, like, here comes Finn. Chrome Dome.
Deadwood Dale for $5. Thanks for following me on Twitter, Mr. 3PO. You seem like a cool dude.
He is cool.
I can be.
Jay is dope.
I can't wait till Steph opens up her special gift.
I believe she did.
I did. I did. It was Jay. You were asleep. It was like at 1 a.m. when I got home.
Did you like it?
I loved it. Yeah.
Did you show
I did.
the other person that needs to see it?
Yeah, I saw it too. So I'm gonna wait to get it before I officially react to it.
Okay.
I got so excited when I opened it.
Now, one person deserves all the credit, but I'm just saying. There was a lot of heart and phone calls that went into that. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of groundwork that went into all that crap.
A lot of groveling and begging and please.
No. There's a whole story. Ryan knows most of it.
Jay, while those things were getting picked out. So
I was like, "What do you guys like? What do you guys want? There's somebody here that wants to get you something. Please tell me something because we've gone to every freaking store."
I love it. It's so badass. I can't wait to wear everything.
And you want to talk about someone that's like, all right, send them this, send them that. I was like, you want me to do it? I'm not even on your payroll. Anyway.
You're the official assistant now, evidently.
Yeah.
Beat Bop Boop for $2. Slave Leia has been renamed to Han's Cockpit Leia.
Ooh.
What the freak? Ryan Kinel J pruned my bush account? What the heck is that?
Me as a girl.
I I pruned your bush.
That's what that guy says.
I can barely shave myself. You don't want me down there with razors. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Thank you for that mental image.
I'm just saying, for anyone that's interested.
No one
is interested.
And just speaking of Slave Leia from Hal Hickle,
Hal Hickey.
This is what we're supposed to call this version of Leia. In response to the news about Slave One and everybody talking about it, right? Hal Hickle gets in the mix. Lucasfilm employee working on The Mandalorian says, "You're supposed to call her Jabba Slayer. Don't use the word
Jabba Slayer.
That's offensive. Call her Leia coked out to have a fucking rock hard body, Jabba Slayer. That's what you're supposed to call her.
Aren't all of the costumes for like Halloween described as a Slave Leia costume?
Not anymore. Jabba Slayer Leia. Get with the times or get canceled. That's basically where we're at.
I'm pretty sure they're all still up right now as Slave Leia costumes.
Over on Streamlabs, I forgot to say this earlier, President-like Archie Bunker for $5. I bet most of those fucks shaming Sasha Banks for being an alleged anti-jabber were the same people against the jab prior to November 2020. Fuck will this bullshit stop? Never. Until these people are shamed out of existence. That's what we're just going to have to do.
You know what's sad?
What?
This is where we are with these people. They're scoping your likes now.
They've always scoped your likes. They will go years back and scope your likes.
You ever flip through Instagram and accidentally like something you didn't want to, but you just keep going or whatever? Like, you never know, you know? I'm just saying. I got fat thumbs. I like everything. I'm just scrolling and liking. That's it. If I really, really like it, I leave a comment. So... you know,
well, I've done that too. Like, I've literally accidentally liked things that people tag me and they're like shitting on me or something. Like, because I just like, I fucking, you know, like I didn't mean to. I'm just literally scrolling. But remember, I always bring back to this. Gina liked my tweet when I like made a video about the people that were coming after her. And because of something I said, she liked it because I just made a video defending her. There was something in there that I said that people then held against her for like that screenshot, right? And it's just absolutely fucking disgusting.
Well, I have the screenshots from Marvel authors going, I went through all her liked tweets one night, and wow, what a terrible show that was.
Oh, I remember
I still have them all. I still
Mm-hmm.
keep them because I'm like, why would you?
He's very organized with his screenshots. I'm not organized at all in any way, shape, or form.
I just feel like one of these days, someone's going to write a book about all this. If we ever get over it or well, maybe somebody is writing. One of these days, we might need those for like a book or something, and someone needs to have them.
I guess.
That's all I'm saying.
I just too much effort to write a book. I'm just going to make a million videos on it.
Someone's going to be writing a book.
Mike Hill for $10. Disney just trying to get rid of everything from George Lucas Star Wars. That's how I started off my video today. Basically saying they're trying to pull down everything associated with George Lucas's Star Wars.
John, please talk about your pubes. I never talked about my pubes at all.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You have.
When did I talk about?
You've been like, oh yeah, I got to give it a trim down there and mow the lawn. You've said shit like that before.
I have never heard him say anything like that before.
Not today.
Not today. No, not today.
Oh. Actually, I agree with you, Ryan. I think that's why.
Actually did. You actually did today because it was like Jay trim my bush. You're like, I can barely trim my own bush. Nobody wants me down there.
I said you don't want me. I said I barely can shave right. So I was like, you don't want me to.
You don't mean to trim down there, and it's like
you don't want me to send a
like,
razor down there.
And then you were like, if anybody's interested, and we're like, no one was.
Oh my! I think you're right. I think I think Disney's hiring all these artists to redo the cover of all these books, so they don't have to pay these artists of like the old EU books, and they're just putting it all so it's all in their folder.
Yeah, the weird thing is like it's still written by the same people. Like, aren't you gonna have to pay the authors somehow? if you're fucking.
I mean, if you
like
could
that.
take as much as you can off of it, if you're looking at the EU books selling a lot, they're like, hey, we gotta do something. I mean, look, they found an author to do Mara Jade and messed up her lightsaber and everything on that. Did you see that
I
book
did.
cover?
I did see that. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think that the lightsaber stuff was a little overblown because there were some people didn't quite understand that she would have had a green lightsaber likely in that specific scene. People are talking about, well, the hilt is off. Yeah, the hilt is off. I agree, but that's not super uncommon for Star Wars. This is what we're talking about right now. This is the Last Command. This looks nothing like she has red hair, but this isn't really what Mara Jade would have looked like at this point in time. It looks like Jaina Solo, to be honest with you. The hilt is probably off. I honestly don't know what Leia's lightsaber hilt would have looked like at this point in time. But yeah, this is what we're talking about, the Essential Legends collection. And I'm going to do a video specifically talking about this, but they're republishing some of the more popular ones. You got Rule of Two coming out, which is book 2 in the Darth Bane series. This one, Rogue Squadron, which they got this wrong, book 1 of the Rogue Squadron series. It's really the X-Wing series. Yeah. Now, there were 4 first ones that really focused heavily on Rogue Squadron, and then some that focused on Wraith Squadron, but it's the X-Wing series. I have it right here. Fucking goddamn it. Book 1 in the exciting new series. Let me see if I can get book 2. Book 3, and we can pull out Wraith Squadron, because that's obviously not in the Rogue Squadron series. All right, so I have this. Let me focus on me really quick. So this is Rogue Squadron. This is the book that they're putting out. Book 1 in the exciting new series called X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Of course, these are like the original paperbacks too. This is book 5 in this exciting series. It's called X-Wing Wraith Squadron. It has nothing to do with Rogue Squadron. It's called the X-Wing series. Like that's what it is. It's not the Rogue Squadron series.
I'd be curious to see if they like bought out the authors too or anything like that.
I mean, I saw Michael Stackpole talking about it. He promoted it.
The author?
Yeah, that's the author, Michael Stackpole.
I do think that the one thing that I think is really cool about this is this part, the all new unabridged audiobook edition. I've been wanting unabridged audiobooks for these for fucking ever, and they were never really out there. So
no, man, the unabridged is like 12 hours, right?
Yeah,
they're really long. Like it's not the 3-hour version that you would get.
It's how long it would take you to fucking read the book.
Yeah.
You know, so 12 to 14 hours is typically what they are, and they're awesome. They are really awesome. And so I think it's cool that they're finally giving this one. They gave one to Shatterpoint, which they didn't have before.
Well, they also screwed up Thrawn by giving him pupils. So
yeah, they did. They did. But
the Thrawn though audiobook is awesome.
It is. The original audiobook is great. But this doesn't look like how Mara Jade would have looked. Yes. I did.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Drink some of that liquor, man.
Well, this is good. Probably the reason I'm hiccuping.
Drink some of that black, man.
Black?
That Johnny Walker. Do you have a Johnny Walker black or blue?
Blue. I wouldn't be bragging if I had Johnny Walker black, because that would have been like fucking $30 down at the fucking market. This though, this is the real shit.
Was that a gift?
It was. Someone on this panel gave it to me. And it wasn't Jay, obviously.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah,
I got you socks.
You did get me socks.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Someone
else did.
I got them to you.
You did get them to me. You did get them to me. Let's see. John Papa's Sergio for 5. Perhaps it's unaltered because she's not biologically female, and it's her choice. It's ridiculous. Maybe, I guess. There's going to be a new reality show set in the Star Wars universe called I Am Omega. potentially. You never know.
They just need to do a freaking musical and be done with it.
I know, right?
So,
A musical? I mean,
yeah, I mean that's just where we're going. We're gonna have a musical.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
It's gonna be worse than that. It's just gonna.
It is.
It's just,
when
gonna be a
something's
movie.
dead, you do a musical.
So Glee was
like
always
Little Shop
dead.
of Horrors.
Shut
Little
up,
Shop of
Ryan.
Horrors brought it back. So
Glee just started off dead.
Shut up, Ryan.
2% right for $10. Since Disney's dropped Slave One, does this mean I can create a badass bounty hunter with a unique ship called Slave One without getting in legal trouble? I guarantee they still have the copyright to it or the trademark to it. But maybe. You can try. You never know. My nickname for Ryan is Slave One for $3. Has Jay gotten over LeBum getting eliminated yet?
I didn't even want him to win.
Have you gotten over it though?
Yeah, I wanted Brooklyn to win. I was cheering for Brooklyn. They all just got hurt.
Yeah, they were all hurt. James Harden set the record for like the slowest person in an NBA game ever.
Well, he really he disappointed me.
He was hurt, but
I know, but even like that whole team. I'm not to get on a sports thing, but they had a pretty decent team that could have. Now I'm with you, man. I want Booker.
Yeah, I think seeing Devin Booker win would be fucking cool.
I
I don't
see
like
Booker
Giannis.
go.
I think Giannis is such a cheap fucking game. I hate him.
CP3, he'll get his ring off of Booker.
Yeah, Giannis has like the game I would have if I were 6'10" and had arms that were like fucking 12 feet long. You know what I mean? Like,
Just
like
stand
literally
in the rim and kind of like.
Yeah, I would need no like I could fucking spin and elbow somebody
throw
out
it
of my
up
way,
there.
and literally if I'm within the free throw line, I could just fucking dunk it.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Like,
just heave the ball up there, hope for the best.
His shots just gotten worse since he's been in the league. I don't like his game at all. I think it's
like the guy from the Philly who scored 19 points in all 5 playoff games.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
He's
Simmons.
better than Ben Simmons, that's for sure. He's better than Ben Simmons. Borg Porg for 5. All the ladies should dress as Slave Leia at Star Wars Celebration and have a flash mob dance to Britney Spears' song "Slave for You" with a Boba Fett cosplayer. That would be fucking hilarious. But I mean, the ladies aren't even on camera today in general, so I don't know if that'll happen. But
ooh, I saw Steph's pool pictures. Woo!
Oh my god.
You posted them.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike Hill for $5.
I didn't want to retweet them and bring all this attention your way. I was like, whoa.
Mike Hill for $5 says Robot Chicken already created a Star Wars musical, Empire on Ice. I don't know if I remember that one.
Robot Chicken, yeah, Empire on Ice. You don't remember that?
Oh.
I don't remember that one. I remember a lot of fucking Robot Chicken Star Wars.
Yeah,
skits, but I don't remember
there
that
was
one.
like a musical part, Empire on Ice. It was, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Was it funny?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, like, I don't exactly remember everything, like, song that was in it, but it was pretty funny. It's Robot Chicken, so.
There you go. Now, I wanted to talk about real quick. I talked about it a couple of days ago, and I put it in the title, so I wanted to mention it. And other people are really upset that I'm talking about it as well, so I'm definitely going to talk about it. I want to talk about Loki a little bit. Now, Loki viewership numbers reportedly tumble over 160,000 in episode 1 and episode 3. I don't know if you guys have watched any of Loki. I watched the first couple episodes. Boring as fuck.
I don't have Disney Plus. I got nothing.
I have not watched it, so.
I've watched all of it.
Boring as fuck. Really tearing down a lot of what I feel like this character was and is. Very much heavy emphasis on female empowerment in the show. And by that, I mean every woman that Owen Wilson interacts with dominates him, fucking dominates him. He's an absolute cuck to them. It's obviously now Tom Hiddleston has a lot to learn from his female counterpart in female Loki. And now they've just gone full virtue signal with making sure that the bisexual showrunner and director make sure everyone knows that Loki's bisexual, even though no one's ever cared or asked a fucking question about Loki in the MCU. And it's resulted in people stepping away. Nearly 200,000 people walking away from this show between episode 1 and episode 3. What are your thoughts about this, Jay? And you think it's a result of them virtue signaling Banner is just because the show's fucking boring?
I haven't seen the show, but the people that I've talked to that's seen it, it's just kind of like, it's not. My friend who watches it was just like, yeah, I'll binge watch a couple episodes while I'm like
doing laundry.
Yeah, it's not one of those shows where you wait to watch it.
It's a laundry show. It's a fucking laundry show. So
yeah, and so that's how that goes. It's just so weird, like, to see how the MCU is, how they're trying to get to this next book, by holding on to characters that are gone. I honestly, I have a feeling, man, that something's gonna tie into Black Widow and get her back. So,
you think? Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
do you think Brie Larson could carry like the next round? Like, I don't think so. I think they're gonna see.
Look at any of these things. It's all trash. It's all trash.
Yeah.
So like, it's not just like Brie. It's not like, oh, Brie Larson's gonna, like, everything is trash. Mm-hmm. This is just the way they're going. Like,
you know why? You know why? Because they don't have to put much of an effort. This was the thing we were talking about last week. When it comes to the streaming service now, it's gauged so differently than movie theater tickets, because I'm just throwing a number. So you have 100 million people subscribing to your streaming service, so you could put out whatever, and like some people will stay subscribed because they want this other content. Like, I got children, so they watch all the cartoons. Mm-hmm. So, or I got this, so they watch this, or I got this and they watch that. So they don't really lose by putting out trash if people don't unsubscribe. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to.
If people stay subscribed, it doesn't matter what they put out.
Right. And it's so hard to gauge, because if they release stuff like this in the theater and then it bombs, then you gauge it like, okay, well, that was not what we were hoping. But now it's just like the whole mindset is get subscribers for. And now, and it's such a big puzzle piece, you know, because it's like, well, we'll offer all these things for children, so you'll keep us around. You know what I mean? Like all this cartoon stuff and everything, and then we'll throw in Star Wars stuff for like whoever. But if they don't like that, maybe they'll stay because they like this, and if they don't like that, maybe they'll stay because of this. And then a lot of people are just like, well, $6 a month, so. It's just good to have. It's just so hard to gauge. So by putting out, they can afford not to, like.
Well, I mean, they're gauging at least something, because Brie Larson was supposed to originally be the new face, like lead of Phase 4, and her sequel isn't going to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Mar. I think
Phase 5, so they're at least gauging something, but the numbers on Disney Plus is not. That has no effect, because unless people actually subscribe, like those who claim that they're going to, for whatever reason, do in enough numbers, Disney's not going to get the message, because that's how you send anything to a company. You hit them in the pocketbook, pretty much.
But that's what I'm saying. I think when everything was put on hold in 2020, I think they revamped their strategy. You know, I mean, there's no reason like Black Widow is coming out next month. That makes no sense, like, whatsoever. It just it should have been out a long time ago, but it is what it is. You know?
They needed. I think they needed it to be a moneymaker. You know, so I think they needed to have proof that the theaters could be back. You know,
I agree. That's why I waited. They tested Mulan with that pay-per-view thing. Mm-hmm. I think that was the wrong movie to test with, but. You know,
right now with Black Widow, I'm kind of like at the stage with like I was with Wonder Woman 84, and like just release it already. I'm like,
yeah, I really want to watch it, because that's part of the old universe that I really enjoyed those 10 years. So I plan on seeing Black Widow, but I honestly have no interest in, you know, the Winter Soldier thing. Like, people were telling me that It was dumb. So I was like, okay, and
That wasn't
it is
any
what
good.
it is.
I think that more so than like Brie Larson being the face or whatever, I think that the real next plan, I think they're kind of biding their time to introduce X-Men and Fantastic Four.
It's possible.
Well,
who's in charge?
Because I think those are going to be the next fucking, potentially what they envision are the next fucking wave. We just had our massive megastars get out. I think they're going to continue making money by putting out dog shit product because of the name Marvel. I really do. And I think they're going to survive on that for the next year or two. And then they're going to have the plan to do X-Wing or X-Men, Fantastic Four. And that's what they're going to focus on, the face. It might be Black Magneto, but it's going to be a fucking version of the X-Men.
Well,
they're gonna lose. They're already losing a lot of their audience in that time frame because the numbers are not because Loki is bisexual. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody asked that question to begin with. This show is really fucking boring. It's boring as hell. The show is boring. Tom Hiddleston has amazing charisma. He was able, along with the writing from Thor and Avengers, just introducing Loki. His character arc is amazing. I think within the phase 1 and 2 of Marvel, so he became very likable. But he can only hold the show for so long. Like that charisma only goes so far. The writing needs something more in this show. It's not Tom Hiddleston's fault. He's Loki. He's a great actor as Loki. Has great charisma, but the fucking writing is awful. The show itself is boring, and it makes no fucking sense. For them to just say like, oh yeah, these Infinity Stones, some people use them as paperweights. Oh, okay, so fucking Black Widow and Gamora, they lost their lives over fucking paperweights. That had some emotional triggers, in the audience that watched that. That was some powerful moments in those movies. But they're just fucking paperweights here in Loki. Who fuck cares? Whatever.
I agree. In the Marvel universe, it is true in those timelines that stuff is. But the way they wrote it and worded it, absolutely. If that's what they said, that's terrible.
Yeah,
that's freaking awful.
Because
like,
they open up,
they in such a different way.
Oh man, they open up a desk drawer and there's just Infinity Stones just there, and Loki's like,
them as paperweight.
Yeah, they use them as paperweights. Did
they really say that?
Yeah, yeah. Some guys use them as paperweights. So it takes away the effect of what has come before, what they've produced before, and it's just like, who the fuck cares anymore? I mean, what they were just fighting for paperweights. These paperweights were. All these paperweights fucking put together killed Iron Man. Who the fuck cares?
Right?
Oh,
like,
well.
during the time.
Plus, yeah. What are you going to say, Mara?
Well, I was saying, plus they need to explain where the Fantastic Four have been. I mean, I know, granted, Loki technically opened up another timeline or however that's supposed to work whenever he escaped when they were going the convoluted routes of.
He didn't open another timeline, though, because they got him back and they reset the timeline.
Okay, they reset the timeline, so they're going to explain where the Fantastic Four were during this whole time.
I think I think they're going to be using the the sacred timeline. I think there's a little bit of I don't think they did a really good job of explaining it.
No.
I believe that what they mean by the sacred timeline is actually all the multiverses are supposed to go in this certain direction. And it's not saying that we're only in one timeline. The reason there's so many variants is because that's how many different multiverses there are and everything. And when one of those fucks up their timeline, it would ruin the sacred timeline overall. So, but there is, like Jay was saying, if you're not in whatever multiverse, whatever universe that Infinity Stone is from, they won't be effective. There's actually there's a storyline, a Marvel DC crossover where Darkseid steals the Infinity Gauntlet, and he gets back to Apocalypse, and it just doesn't fucking work because it's not in that universe.
Yeah.
So
if Loki saw them in a desk drawer, he could have just taken them and zapped back to time and had possession.
He can't because his powers don't work where he's at.
Yeah, it didn't work that way.
All right, if they're in the time sphere, there should be these little boxes that open doors that you can walk through that are very accessible to everyone. So if you're in a time sphere, if he's in that universe, basically what is going to happen is they're going to have an adventure, and then all you got to do is open one door and go back and put a plate back where it was, and everything will go back to normal.
Right.
That's what's, if that's the show, that's what's going to happen. That's just like WandaVision. I saw all of WandaVision before I canceled Disney Plus, but like they just did a whole show, and then it was like, hey, I'm the witch.
Fucking even WandaVision was fucking boring.
So I was like, really? That's it? Like,
but
I thought you opened up the time for, but it. So
with these these shows, they're losing so many people. They're losing their audience because these shows are boring. That's why Loki numbers are dropping. It's boring.
I haven't watched.
It's boring. It's fucking boring.
It's boring, and the entire purpose is to show that female Loki is better than male Loki.
Yeah, all of the females, all of the women are better than all of the men. And the men just accept it. Owen Wilson's character just accepts he accepts it. In fact, at one point he's like, I love that you're above me. That's exactly how it needs to be. At one point he says that. At one point he says that. He just accepts it. He's just like, oh yeah, it's perfect. Give me a fucking break. It's ridiculous.
And the first time Loki interacts with the time whatever, he gets fucking dominated, one-shotted, literally just gets knocked the fuck out. Whereas at the Time Bureau, I think it is. Whereas female Loki is just kicking the shit and killing everybody. Like it's just she's better. I think what is going to happen is that female Loki is going to open Loki's eyes and show him that, whoa, I am doing the right thing. They're doing the wrong thing. All that nonsense. So I don't fucking know.
It's gonna be if they try to open the multiverse, this Loki will have to go through a time portal when the other Loki's being killed. I don't know if they talked about that at all, but if he walks in while the other guy's being killed, then he can take his spot. Unless they change it up. So Thanos might make an appearance in a flashback or something. So.
He already did. And well, they showed Loki his life. So this Loki, remember, this is a story about Loki from 2012 or whenever the Battle for New York was set.
In the end game, right? When he took
the very first Avengers movie.
No, he's right. In Endgame, when they went back and he took the Tesseract from that point because they went back to the battle in New York. So that is the Loki that this is set on. So the first thing they do when he gets there is
they should have evaporated him though. Like when you mess with the time, like you get evaporated.
He was supposed to, Jay, but they saved him because they wanted his help to catch this other variant of Loki. So, but he was gonna get evaporated.
No, don't.
As a Marvel guy, I'm gonna be like, "What are you?"
Oh, well. But anyway, like, so this is a Loki who hasn't gone through all the growth that the Loki that we know has. We haven't seen him go from this dude who was just trying to take over New York to a guy who shows he does truly love his mother and even though he impersonates Odin, you see that fucking feeling after he passes on, and he loves Thor. He really does love Thor. And this Loki really has none of that. He just sees it through a video screen over a couple minutes of himself dying at Thanos' hands and everything. So it's really
interesting though, because of the way he talks at some points. It seems like he's that Loki that went through all of that character growth, but he's not.
He hasn't.
Yeah, but the way he talks about certain things, you would think that this is the actual Loki that we've been following this whole time, but it's not.
So what?
It's really not.
What this will do?
It's just so fucking weird. It's
what this will do if I think this is what they're gonna do. This just opens like so. What they can do is open a portal and grab Captain America and say, "Hey, we need you over here." So like that. So if they're showing the time police people, then they're setting that up to. That's an easy way to set up to go. We need Robert Downey Jr. back because our numbers are really bad. So like, let's go here and grab him real quick and bring him on a couple adventures, and then we could put him back where he was, so it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it's such an easy writing fix for if they wanted to bring back like people that have passed on. Like it's like Black Widow died, and then if what you say is like how they treat the stones in this show, like terrible, they literally could open up a box and say, you don't need to die for these stones. They're worthless here. Here, let me get you before you die, and we'll put you back over here.
I think it was just they were using it as a fucking funny Marvel joke, like the kind that belongs in Ant-Man, and it just the way it made a lot of people feel. It was just like, so you're making a joke out of the thing that was literally the entire point of the first 3 phases of Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how a lot of people
Jay
felt
just
about
described the next Avengers movie. Well, it does sound like Endgame, doesn't it? But they used the same technique, freaking time travel. So that's all. Oh well. Marvel was a good 10 years. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, the humor on this show is awful as well. God, it's so awful.
Thank you.
Not funny. It can't even be described as humor. Rocco Mastrangioli. What does it say? Mastrangioli.
Oh my God!
For a $4 super sticker. It's a little pear-shaped man thrusting out a cup of coffee. Thank you very much, Rocco Mastrangioli.
That is. You just offended all of the Italian culture, I think.
You should have been with him yesterday morning. It was awful.
Mastrangioli. It is. Wicked Steel for $5 says, I'd like to see Atlanta versus Phoenix for the title, Ryan. I think Milwaukee will probably make it. I don't know if Trae Young can carry him that far, but we'll see. And love Steph pool picks. They are fire, says Wicked Steel.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kinel's missing Y chromosome for 2. Loki's getting embarrassed. I tell you what. He is getting embarrassed. Kinel's missing Y chromosome.
That's a shame. He's like really powerful. Well, supposed to be.
Well, he's supposed to be
this guy's kind of godlike. Yeah, but I'm just saying. Oh well.
That's right. Fuck y'all. I'm right. He's not offended. Excelente accento, Ryan. Thank you, Spike in Madness. That's what I fucking thought. Hawks are blowing out the Bucks right now. I just don't think that they're gonna do that for the whole series. Like Chris Middleton has to start shooting again. But I think it'll go 6 games, maybe 7, I guess. But I'd be shocked if the Hawks truly did beat the Bucks. What is this shit? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Thunderstruck Thundercat says, "Hail, Ryan and panel.
Whoa.
Ryan, did you receive Berserk Volume 5 I sent you? I literally showed it on stream earlier today, buddy. Thank you so much. I got Berserk
that's awesome.
Volume 5, and it is from Thunderstruck Thundercat.
That's awesome.
I kept the
That's
sticker on
freaking
here
awesome.
so I'd remember. Thank you so much, dude. That is fucking awesome.
I got someone sent me a shirt. It's in the other room.
Benny says you're gonna watch Stanley Cup Final. I might. I don't really care about it too much.
Are you gonna watch
Benny,
what?
The Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh,
I'm not into hockey, Benny.
only
but-
if Tampa's in it. Are they in it?
Aren't they?
I don't even know.
See what the matchup is. Yeah, they are. I was going to say I'm almost positive Tampa Bay is in it. The Lightning. Yeah,
So they're in the finals.
yeah,
All right,
it's Florida. Canadians versus Lightning.
Well, then we gotta have the Americans win. So yes.
Yeah, that exactly. They fucking went. Didn't they go 7 games with the Islanders? Right. I think they went 7. But yeah. So there you go. Let me catch up with some of these. Kinel's read that one. Ralph Mack for Australian $2 says says something about bankers doing World War I, II, and more. I don't know exactly how much of that I can say on YouTube, but I appreciate the super chat, Ralph Mack. Mad Mando for $5. Nobody was trying to cancel Slave 1. Those stupid fools at Disney removed it for the hell of it. Yeah, there's nobody that cares about that shit. Like, nobody is offended by that.
Nope.
No one. D. Duval for $5 says, my nerdy home shares my exact opinion. Loki is just boring, and that's why people aren't watching it, while nerfing the stones and the whole timeline.
Yep.
Yeah, like, it is boring. I wonder if I personally wonder if there's maybe more in this show than they met. I think there's more than this show. Like, it's longer than they maybe intended it to go originally, but because so much of the feedback on the early Disney Plus shows was like, this is so fucking short. They may have added more in, and that might be why it's so fucking boring. But
they need to hire better writers if they want to make the shows longer then, because it's fucking boring. It's exactly what you're saying, both of you. It's a laundry show. Like, I wouldn't.
I think this. I'm sorry,
I'll
Steph.
put it on in the background. I put it on in the background and just kind of watch it.
There's no way that's real.
I was about to say. I was like, Ryan, tell me this is fake. Darth Vader's space station.
There's no way it's real. It's
No.
not. But they have done a couple.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Steph. I'm sorry.
They have done a couple of, like, I think, what is it? The Executor, right? Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. I do think they marketed that at one point as Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. You know, but the idea of Lego as a Lego, I'm meaning. But the idea of Lego coming out and saying Disney doesn't want anyone referring to it as Slave One anymore is the big difference between what we've seen before, maybe when we're talking about marketing and specific products, vice this. There's a mandate out there from Disney that Disney doesn't want people referring to Slave One anymore. That's what it is. That's straight out of the Lego people's mouths.
I will say this though: when they built that life-size Lego version of Chewbacca, that thing had some booty. Like Chewbacca is like
the one you Me Too'd on video.
Oh, yeah, he snapped that ass.
I had to slap it. I couldn't believe what I saw, man. I saw a ham hock. Like, you know, if I'm hungry and those Wookiees were real, that's all I'm saying.
There you go.
Oh my god!
They put Ray like
he likes some furry with a booty.
They put a life-size Ray next to her and like staring at their butts. I was like,
speaking of people
Jay's
who like
hungry
Daisy,
for that Wookiee ass.
Speaking of people who like Daisy Ridley's ass, Lethal Lightning, how are you?
Widow.
Fantastic. How are we all?
good.
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing
How are you
great.
doing?
I'm all right. I'm the only one. Ryan's the only one that convinced me that he's actually doing all right. Marius goes,
I'm
I'm
tired.
good. I'm tired too. That's why I'm off camera.
How I feel bad, man. Like Australia's going back on lockdown.
No. Just New South Wales.
What does that mean?
It makes
One
it
state.
It's like one state in the United States
Oh,
going on
that's
lockdown.
one.
Yeah, it's
Like,
one state.
wow.
I want to show this real quick. This is Mark Anthony Austin, who is the actor who played Boba Fett in the special edition of A New Hope. He says, "Wars sounds harsh," says Disney. "Let's change the franchise name to Star Disputes." So that's pretty fucking funny.
Damn.
That's pretty.
Did you see the stupid author from the High Republic, Jose Almost or whatever his name is?
Daniel Jose Older?
Yeah.
What did
He was
do?
like, "This is now canon."
I really don't pay attention to anything Disney Star Wars, and it's only because people were tweeting.
No, he's just like he's turning it like he is enjoying trolling people that don't like what's happening. Like that's just who he's become. So
if people would actually check out Star Wars, like when they say they're going to, then like maybe Disney would actually feel it. And the fact that they're just trolling these people now probably means they don't care.
Yo, Jitsu, what's up, buddy? Hey, I got your email, man. I'm gonna respond probably tomorrow. Thanks for the super chat, $2. The dump truck. Yeah.
There it is. Yo, Jitsu. That dump truck.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Yo Jitsu. Appreciate that.
Chewbacca, the Lego statue that drunk Me Too'd.
Yo,
I like
Jitsu
Katrina
sent me a
VR.
beautiful.
Star Peaceful Protests.
Yes.
Did they actually change the name of Boba Fett's spaceship?
So this is what we know. Lego came out here. I'll show you the quote, Lethal.
The only person I saw talking about it was Drunk's friend, that fucking dickhead from sucking dick around the galaxy.
Yeah.
So
My best friend.
Yeah.
this is it right here. It's now called Boba Fett Starship, and there's a trademark on it. Just everyone's aware.
Is that? Oh, it is.
There
Yeah,
is.
trademark.
So this is from the people, the Lego Star Wars design director. Shut the fuck up, dog. This is from the Lego Star Wars design director and the Lego Star Wars lead designer. They're doing an interview and they're showing off a bunch of new things from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
She says, then the next one, also from The Mandalorian, is Boba Fett's Starship. The other guy who works for Lego for Star Wars says, yes, I built another. We're not calling it Slave One anymore. This is Boba Fett's Starship. And so one of the people that's part of this is like, okay, why are we dropping the Slave One name? The person responds, everybody is. It's probably not something which has been announced publicly, but it is just something that Disney doesn't want to use anymore.
Oh, the irony.
So, yeah. Exactly. They literally have slave labor in fucking by the Uyghur camp where they did Mulan. But I personally don't think we're going to see anything about this in the show or in any form of media. I think they're just never going to refer to it.
Oh, that's right. He's getting his own. Is it a show or movie?
It's a TV show.
Yeah,
The Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
The Book of Boba Fett. Yeah. Right.
So I personally don't think that it's going to be, I personally don't think it's going to be like, hey, Boba, what's that ship's name? He's like, oh, it's called the Identity Politics Virtue Signal 1. I don't think we're going to see that.
It's going to be painted rainbow.
I just think they're never going to actually refer to it.
Oh my god!
But at least for merchandising, no more Slave One.
Every single time I see Star Wars news, I am so glad I threw away most of my Star Wars stuff. Mm-hmm. Every fucking time, it just validates my decision to chuck all that shit in the bin. Fuck Star Wars, man. This shit is. I can't. I don't understand. I don't understand why this is a thing. I got no idea what's going on anymore.
And this is like the weird thing. This is such a weird trademark because I've never seen things like this trademarked, I guess. Like just a descriptor of something, unless it's the actual name.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
that's what's strange about it.
Are they changing is there another bunch of changes that
there has been like Darth Vader's starship has been marketed as Darth Vader's Star Destroyer before, the Executor. I have seen
does that mean like X and Y wings we can't use them because of chromosomes? Because that's like gender specific.
Send them a letter, Lethal, immediately. I want that removed. You're right.
Yeah.
Quickly.
You can't use the B. You can't use the B in the B wings because
gender neutral X wing.
Yeah, gender neutral, and that would imply there's two genders. So we can't have B. That's bisexual. There's more than two genders, so you can't have that.
I am not buying a single copy of old Star Wars material until Darth Vader sucks a dick. I want Darth Vader to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was so angry throughout those prequels. He was gay the whole time, and he wasn't allowed to come out. The Jedi was against it.
Ralph Mack for Aussie $2 moved. Let me see if I get this right. Moved from Melbourne to Queensland in Australia. Is that what that means?
Yeah, Oz.
Screw fake lockdowns. Hell yeah, I agree, Ralph. I agree. Melbourne. Is that right?
Melbourne.
That's how it's spelled, dumbass.
Melbourne.
You don't spell it that way if you're not going to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, because silent. How do you spell night, Len? Do you go knight?
Sometimes it's actually pronounced Knigget. I believe. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. So I don't know. The fact that it's trademarked like that is interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just all stupid.
Star Wars is pretty much stupid now, so it's like I'm not really surprised at all.
They're paying attention to
fucking
things.
Garbage franchise, man.
They're paying attention to things right now that you don't need to fucking focus on. Like, who the fuck cares if his ship is called Slave One? Who cares if Leia's slave outfit is marketed as Slave Leia? That's
She
what
was a
happened in the
slave.
show.
He was
She was Jabba the Hutt's slave.
Yeah.
He had a fucking chain around her neck. He was a slave. She was a slave. So it's marketed as Slave Leia. Like, who cares? They're
Well, see, 'cause the
focusing
thing is, like,
on the
now
most
it's problematic.
ridiculous things right now.
Yeah, but it's problematic now because slave apparently, like in their revisionist history, is only exclusive to one ethnicity. So we can't have slave otherwise, because that would be
I'm all for locking
problematic
up
and not acknowledging our white privilege. So, what?
It's just so fucking stupid. It's so stupid.
Even though slave comes from Slavic. So it's like,
Blue-eyed Scorpio is just like, I care.
I care.
I'm sure you fucking do. Horror Amarada for $5 says Loki was probably my favorite villain as a normie watching the MCU, but after watching the first episode, I'm just not interested. I don't really want to watch a villain get all touchy-feely. In closing, go Rippa. What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
I was all about
that's
until you
Mario
said
Kart
that.
fighting words.
Mario Kart. Fucking Rippa's going down.
12th place gang right here. Yeah.
Kinel's Kidney Stone for $2.22 says, hello there.
I'm the
General
best at being
Kenobi.
the worst.
He's just passing through.
He is just pass. That's a good one. You shouldn't have given that. Kinel's Kidney Stone. Oh, hey there, just passing through. And then another account could be like Ryan's Urethra that just says, ah! See, that's the way you got to do these things. That'd be perfect. Mr. McD for $5. My favorite ship is the relationship between a captain and her crew. Lethal played Andy Cuck lately. Lol.
I finished Cuckold Simulator.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
It's fucking hilarious.
Is there gonna be anything more? Like, do you have to wait for like an update or something?
I gotta wait for him to finish the game.
All right.
Blue-eyed Scorpio for $5 says, I do care. I'm trying to white knigget. Pretty good. That's pretty good, Blue-eyed Scorpio. All right, we do have to get wrapped up here in a little bit because
I just got here.
Yeah, you're fucking 2 hours late, motherfucker. So well, I mean, really, like
Good point.
an hour and a half. So because I gotta hang out with patrons and channel members, and I gotta set up for the Mario Kart stream and take care of some other things. So Jay, what do you got going on in the future?
Kind of put me on the spot. Not too much. Just working hard on this other channel. I'm actually building a website with our friend Matt. Yeah, you know who he is, and putting a lot of stuff together because I'm gonna be hitting the road in August, and I don't know when I'm gonna be back to Florida, so it's gonna be a lot of filming. I actually got like a professional like hiking company that's gonna take me to these crazy places around America that I've never been. It'll be kind of cool.
Are they going to carry you on their back or something?
Probably. They think it's going to be funny because I'm like, I don't hike. Like, I don't do that. I don't think walking up a mountain is fun. Like, I like looking at pictures, but so they like from Yellowstone to all these different places, it's going to be. Are
you going to do that on your travel channel?
Yeah. I'm going all in on that channel.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm going. I'm like with Lethal. It's like. Star Wars is just painful, man. It's just painful.
No, it's garbage. It's made by weirdos for weirdos. Simple as that.
Basically, just walk away. It's like
just walk away. Yes.
But it's also
I
just
still like talking
incredibly
about the
sad.
new.
It's so sad to see it go this way. And
Yeah.
it's not that we're not adapting and not changing. It's just so sad to see it go.
No,
this
I'm not
way.
adapting
Like,
to their
what
weirdo
the
shit.
fuck?
Fuck them. They can suck my dick. I'm not watching their shit content. Or buying their fucking Boba Fett spaceship Lego set. No, motherfucker, it's Slave 1.
Yeah.
George Lucas,
exactly.
I remember a bonus
that's so
feature
next
on the
level.
fucking Attack of the Clones. George Lucas had this whole thing, and it's like, oh, we never actually had the Slave 1 in a fucking shootout before, so it was pretty cool to make that.
Yeah. I mean, it actually was a pretty cool scene to watch, even in Attack of the Clones. So,
Get him, Dad, get him!
well, I mean, aside
They
from
just
Boba-
didn't. They
aside
didn't
from
want
Boba
to.
in that scene.
They didn't want to learn or have to remember Slave 1. So they were just like, just call it Boba Fett ship. We just call it that already. They're so fucking lazy. now. Everything's just
So-
lazy now.
So August, I'll be in Vegas. Vegas, I'll be in some mountain for a couple days with some beautiful women. And then I'm going
Alone? Ooh.
probably going to California. I probably will be at Disneyland for Park Hopping. I've never been there before. Or our Universal Hollywood. I think Jedi Bunny's going to take me through Universal Hollywood. Then from there, I'm going to Mexico. We're going to finish this home for these special needs kids. From Mexico, I'm going to head back to Florida for a couple days. I'm going to New York. I'm going to be in New York for the Comic-Con. Then I'm going to go to Chicago. Then I'm going to go to Michigan, hang out with Josiah Rises. Then I'm going to the Dominican Republic. Then probably hopping the border into Haiti. Then I'll be back in Florida probably December. So it's a lot of traveling.
That's amazing.
That's
Is that
a lot
what
of
you wanted to
traveling.
do last year?
It's what I wanted to do last year. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what I wanted to do with that channel. It's like I got some people that are paying to like, when I do some of these other places where I'm going, like these professional editors are going to take it and they really want to make some cool documentaries of like things all over from America all over. I mean, some of the, like if I go to Ryan's house and record, that'll be on that channel too. That won't be professionally edited. That'll just be us eating a burger, which did really well on that channel, by the way.
That's
So
crazy.
now me and Ryan have to go to Whataburger because I've never been.
I have been. It's
Oh.
way better than In-N-Out, which isn't really
It's delicious.
much to say.
So someone's got to take me there to put that on. But
Me.
yeah, and then after that, the book and graphic novel and all that stuff is gonna drop. There's so much that I'm doing. So Drunk 3PO ain't
There you
gonna
go.
die, everyone. Don't worry. But it's just like the other channels kind of got like it got monetized, and I was like, once it gets monetized, I'm going.
Boom.
Do
Going
it.
on,
That sounds
going on a
amazing.
jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
So that is a lot of stuff going on for Jay. Mara, what do you got going on?
Well, things are kind of up in the air because I think this week at some point I'm going to be starting to.
Wait,
work
don't
a
tell
little bit-
Mara. That's a
What?
surprise.
What?
Mara's moving in with me,
Oh,
and
no.
she's just
They're
gonna house
fucking-
it while I'm gone, sort of.
But
Well, I only have one bedroom, but we'll figure that out.
oh my god, I might. I'll be. I don't know if it's going to be this week. Back
You're
on
in
track.
denial, I'm just saying.
This week that I'll be working for a little bit for the school district to kind of bring in a little bit of extra money. So I'll try to.
Anybody here know? I didn't.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ryan's like, what the freak is going on? I'm trying to.
Just trying to
wrap
just
this
trying to end
show
the
up.
stream. I'm trying to end the stream, and I say, hey, Jay, what do you got going on? He's like, oh man, you put me on the spot. Then you literally talk for 5 minutes about all your plans for the next year.
And then I
Sorry.
can't even get through mine for the week.
So now Mara's like, I gotta figure out my plan for the next year.
But no, I'm going to be working. So I'm going to try to like record videos the day before and upload them the day after, depending on my schedule. But you'll find me on Mark the Cyborg's channel with Lethal and KJ talking about Fate Zero. We're going to be talking about episode 4 of season 2 that I got to watch. Wednesday, I'm trying to do a weekly live stream around 8 p.m. Eastern my time called The Cringe Factory. So kind of like a midweek cringe wrap up like Steph and I do for Talk Nerdy to Us at 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays, either on my channel or her channel. And depending on my schedule for Thursday, I might go on Twitch that day, play some Witcher 3, and then Friday play some more Resident Evil Village because I got through Lady D's castle finally. I had the time to do that, so she is no more. So I got to get through more of that and get to the other 3 houses. So there's that.
There you go. Lethal, what do you have going on?
Fucking nowhere near as much as them two. Especially Jay. Nah, not much. I'm just floating around doing my thing. Mostly on Gaming with Geeks these days. That's about it. Thanks for having me, Ryan, and sorry I'm late.
No, that's all right. It's different times. You probably just woke up.
I've been up for a while, man, but
Well, then fuck off. No, it's all good. I know everybody's busy. Steph, what do you got going on?
I just got home. So at this point in time, absolutely nothing. But I do want to put out a few videos on my channel. I have a patron video that's going to be edited and coming out soon for all my patrons. And then me and Mara have Talk Nerdy to Us Saturday. And then I do need to get my stream back up and running every week. And I would also want to do watch streams, because I want to do my watch streams again. So I need to get a show and a partner for my watch streams, because I love doing those streams. They're so much fun.
Watch Gundam.
That's right. And
you're like YouTube won't monetize me. YouTube won't monetize me. And then they finally monetize you. You never make any fucking videos. So, I made a video.
Make more videos.
Yes, I am gonna. I didn't have the time. Now I have the time. So I am gonna be making more content. I was just gone. I was gone, and now I'm back.
We do need at some point stuff to do like a true crime thing or something.
Yes, we do. I do want to do that. That would be fucking awesome. Me and Mara, true crime. That is awesome. I want to do that.
Before the stream is closed, Ryan, Lethal Lightning is like 15 away from 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Can we throw his link in the chat?
Easy.
And
That's
get that
easy.
fool to 5,000.
I want to make a celebration post for my boy
before the end of the
Lethal.
month.
I'm blushing, Jay. I'm
The
blushing.
guy helps me on Fortnite defeat 12-year-olds on Thursday. He helped build a Gaming with Geeks channel over 10K. He beat me because me and Park Hoppin, we were having a little competition. He beat my channel. Congratulations, Lethal. And now it's time to get your normal channel to 5K. Where is his channel? Steph just threw it in the chat. Subscribe to Lethal Lightning. Get that fool to 5K. He has porn stars on his freaking channel. I can't even do that. Freaking porn stars.
We're going to see it right now. I guarantee already 20 people have hit it. So
let's do it.
Here's the refresh. 3, 2,
hit this fool
1.
to 5K. And he said
Yeah!
baby!
Oh, no shit. Let me check my end. Let's have a look. It's exactly on 5,000.
Make a celebration
Exactly on
post.
5K.
Get him a
Thank
couple
you.
more, because you know how YouTube be, they be up and down and stuff.
Oh, no
think
matter.
we'll
He hits
get,
5K, and that's what matters.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you guys for getting Lethal to 5K.
My goal is done.
Now that he's at 5K,
I told him in the chat, I was like, I'm going to get you to 5K before the end of the month, bro.
now that he's at
so much for so many
5K,
people.
I'm going to be on the full Aussie. So I needed to make sure he was at 5K first.
Yeah.
My reputation inside.
I got a message from Ryan about a week ago. He said, I won't talk to you until you hit 5K.
That's true. That's why he was late to the stream. He was still embarrassed that I said that.
I'm almost at 50.
Sub to Jay. Jay's almost at 50,000.
I'm like 2,000 away. It's going to take a minute.
Well, all right. I thought you were like, I think you meant a couple subs. We could have done that. Yeah, Jay's going to be at 50
today's
soon.
about Lethal.
I'm going to be at 70 soon.
Look at this
Hell yeah.
mad lad.
Go Whittle.
Mad lad. Thank you.
Whittle.
Alex McCarthy for $2 says Big Les show watch streams. Yeah.
Yeah, watch Big Les. I got Krista watching it, so you should probably watch it.
I'm watching Trailer Park Boys.
Oh,
Jay
that's
loves-
successful.
Jay
I
loves
love Trailer
Lethal.
Park Boys.
I do love Lethal. You don't understand. Me and Lethal have a special Instagram chat, just the two of us. And it's spicy, man.
Ooh, spicy.
It's pretty hot.
Anomaly's
Noms.
here. What's up, Anomaly? Good to see you, buddy. We're just about to end the stream. I have to end it because I have to go for my patrons and my channel members. I'll be in the voice chat in Discord in like 7 minutes. Same thing with my locals chat. I got to do something in between and get ready for the stream. But thank you to everybody on the panel. Congrats to Lethal for 5K
Oh, thank you.
subs. Jay's going to be traveling the entire fucking planet. Mara is going to be doing videos and working at the same time. And Steph is going to do more videos.
I just want to
on
get
her
like
channel.
8 women pregnant around America and see what happens.
Oh my god. Ooh, that's spicy.
Only 8.
There you go.
Yeah, 8's
It's
a good
such a
number.
random number. Like I can
Yeah, I know.
understand 5.
Like
you know,
4
it's
and
like
4. It's like soccer team, right? Anyway, thanks, Ryan.
What
for
if
having me.
one of them has twins or
Yeah.
you know?
You think there's only 4 people on a soccer team?
We're gonna have
No,
little
8.
drunk 3POs
Oh.
running around.
4 and 4.
With
All right.
Great smiles and great hair.
The thought of 8 drunk 3POs walking around.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!